bullshit conversation.
Yes.
We always need to have one.
We are live. Everyone's taking the mick out of my height like
Love
usual.
You, Dave.
It's alright.
Hello.
Tell you,
You don't look like a stick insect when you run.
when Seymour dies, I'm gonna make the tallest character imaginable. I'm gonna make a giraffe. I'm gonna make a were giraffe. Just a were giraffe.
Oh, were giraffe. Or a minotaur with like giraffe legs.
That's
On
right.
stilts.
That's right.
Horrifying.
Hey DM, this is your show. Hey.
Go on.
Well, now I'm picturing a centaur giraffe, and that's upsetting. All right.
Oh,
Wait. How long would it be? How many rib? No, please continue.
yeah, would it be the rib cage or would it be the neck?
Neck.
Of the centaur?
Yeah, would it just
Afterward,
be
we'll have this conversation later. Look.
Yes.
Find out on the
Hello,
podcast.
everyone, and
Make an
welcome
ending.
back to the Road to Elture, our
Hey.
Saturday game. If you are unfamiliar with the game, this is the group that travels on the road to Elture, as the name implies. And most recently in our game, the group had to stop for the night because a thunderstorm drove them off the road. And during the night, 3 of our characters, that is Hattie and Hailra and an NPC they picked up along the way, Ardius, were trying to guard for the evening when Hailra saw a weasel run off into the night. That is
I completely forgot.
Stope's pet, that is Snipe's pet, weasel, Arthur. He's a stoat. And Hailra ran off after it. And Hattie and Ardius ran off after Hailra, which left the other 4 members of our group, Snipe and Reyna and Seymour and Kaya, alone in the dome, where it was revealed a nightmare speaker was also inside the dome and drove them into nightmares. So,
Good job, team.
We done fucked it, y'all. We done fucked it.
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yep.
3 people
At
left
this
to
moment,
watch.
we know we fucked up.
3
That's
Hey,
watch.
I told
I don't
them to stay behind.
Well, what did you expect with Hattie?
Yeah.
That's true.
It was Artius's fault. I'm blaming Artius.
It's actually Jenks' fault.
Yeah,
Let's be
it's
serious.
It's always
Yeah.
Jack's
Set
fault.
that up.
Blame the DM.
you're under a dome. There shouldn't be anything that could get to you as long as nothing was already inside the dome whenever you cast
Such a
it.
great loophole. I
Blame
love it.
Beetlejuice.
Regardless, we start our session tonight with Kaya.
Oh, fuck.
Kaya. You are looking out a window. It's a wide window, a display window. And on the sill are several empty trays. Outside, you can see Long Saddle, looking the same as it always has. You can see the Ivy Mansion up the road, where the Harpels live. And, yeah. You're just looking out the window.
Okay.
The smell of bread has faded considerably. It's been about a 10-day since everything was settled. And the Harpels told you that they would take the building off of your hands. And they paid for everything, of course. Your father's grandfather was a Harpel. And as far as they're concerned, blood is blood. So they paid for it all. And yeah, is there anything that you want to accomplish before you leave again? Probably for the last time. There's really no reason to come back to Long Saddle after this.
I think she'd probably walk around, try to kind of go on a nice, maybe hour-long walk and try to go to all the places that, you know, she knows from her childhood. She, you know, enjoyed little nooks and crannies, secret hiding spots you know, town buildings that she frequented often.
Sure. Yeah, you can go to the auction square where all of the ranchers would come into town once a week to sell off all of their livestock. There's of course the many little shops that kind of serve the town of Longsaddle. A lot of stuff for people who are traveling through Longsaddle, so a lot of cart and wagon repairs, blacksmiths, that sort of thing. And of course, you can stroll up to the Ivy Mansion. And looks pretty much the same as ever. It looks like a couple of explosions have rocked it since you left a few years ago, but that's not super uncommon when you live in a house full of wizards. The bridge is still there, of course, that goes under the river, and the tavern that's attached to it is still open. And you can go in for a quiet drink, should you want to.
Yeah, she'll do that. She'll get just some wine, probably.
It's sort of the middle of the day, so there's not a lot of people in here. There's, of course, Ira Harpel, who is in charge of the bar. He's a very crotchety old fellow. His niece, Ella Harpel, also helps actually manage the bar. And Ira Harpel is actually the one that's taking the bakery off of your hands. So his brother, or I should say his father, was the brother to your great-grandfather on your father's side. And they both specialized in magic to do with cooking, which is something that he passed down to his daughter, who in turn married a Denton. Went a little bit against the family traditions, but whatever. Denton wasn't a wizard or anything, but you know what? She loved the guy, so no one really made a fuss about it. And then, of course, she passed her magic down onto your father. And that magic didn't arrive to you. You burned every loaf you tried to make. But it was still good times. Good times were had. So, where are you headed off to now?
Who knows?
Hit the road again?
Probably. Maybe I'll steal a horse or something. See where the road takes me.
There you go. Well, don't be causing any trouble in Longsaddle now. You know, you're
I'll try my
kid,
best.
but you mess with the Longsaddle and you mess with the Harpels.
Well, I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best.
How's the wide world treated you, kid?
Oh, you know, it's treated me about as you would expect. I've had good days, I've had bad days, I've seen crazy places. But, you know, I think I'll always miss this place just a little bit.
You know, a lot of us Harpels, we go out wide in the world. But we always have a home back here in Longsaddle. You might not have our last name, but blood is blood. Blood is blood, Seth.
I don't know. I think I'll look elsewhere for a home. But I'll never forget what this place gave me. And she'll raise her wine glass and take a big swig.
That I can toast to. And he'll pour a glass for himself and clink with you. Now, I have to ask,
because, with taking the bakery off your hands, are you taking your daddy's cookbook by any chance?
I mean, I can't cook anything. I've burned pasta. It's bad. I never had my dad's talent for cooking, but I think I will. Who knows?
Well-
Maybe I'll meet someone who can cook or teach me. That would have to be a hell of a teacher, though.
Well, if that's the case, you better keep that book close to you. The Denton's Bakery Cookbook. Oh, it's more than just a book, kid. It's full of cooking magics. That's worth something to somewhere, you know? Well, regardless, I wish you the best on your travels. And if I don't see you again, give 'em hell, kid. Give 'em hell.
Now that I can promise.
Okay. Kaya, whenever you finish with your drink, you go to leave the bar to go back to the bakery and get your traveling gear to head out again. And of course, pick up the cookbook. But when you walk out the door, you find yourself standing out in the open air, surrounded by burning curtains.
She'll look around. Is there anybody? Does she hear anybody screaming?
No. All you hear is the roar of the fire and the burning of silk.
Okay, she's just gonna run. She's gonna pick a direction and bolt for it.
Okay. Then we move on to Snipe.
Hello.
Snipe. You find yourself standing in an art gallery. The walls are whitewashed, and every so often there are paintings of various sizes hanging along the wall. To your right, the hall seems to extend an infinite length. Rows and rows and rows of paintings. To your left, there's only perhaps 6 paintings in the end of the hall, which only has a blank white canvas hanging on it.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna go to the blank canvas. I don't want to walk that far down an infinite hallway.
So you take a step toward the blank canvas. But Snipe, there's a very funny thing when it comes to memory. There's an idea that some people have that no memory exists in a vacuum. That even if a memory were to go missing or be removed, the mind could construct what has been taken away based on the hole that is left behind. So as you take a step toward the blank canvas, all of your senses are telling you there is nothing standing next to that canvas. And yet, everything in your being is telling you to run in the other direction.
I don't run. Yet.
Okay.
I just stare at the space where I think someone is standing.
As you stare at the space where you think someone is standing, you think that this person that doesn't exist is waiting to see what you'll do.
I guess just kind of turn around slowly towards the hallway and not run, but just start walking. Like a stern stride.
Okay. And as you start walking down the hallway, the thing that isn't there starts walking behind you. Seymour.
Yeah.
You are in the dock wards of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you is a door to something that could generously be called a hovel. But for you is home. What you remember to be home.
Mm-hmm.
The streets are quiet. All of the drunken sailors have gone back to their boats for the night. What do you do?
I think Seymour would see if he can look. I'm guessing there's windows on that. On the entry, is there any windows going in?
I think that there's one small, kind of grimy window.
I think Seymour would try and just have a little peek through to see who might be in.
It doesn't look like there's anyone in the main room. There are only 2 rooms.
Yeah,
so
small place.
everybody sleeps in one and everything else happens in the other room.
Yeah.
And there's the wooden table, of course, and a candle flickering on it. And that's all you see.
He's gonna go up to the door, and he's gonna slowly try and open it. Try and not make any sounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The door creaks ever so slightly as you open it.
Opens it a bit more.
Okay. And then what?
He's gonna look around the room first to see, is it neat and tidy? Is it still a bit of a mess from his family running around?
It seems surprisingly empty.
Huh. But there's a candle flickering.
There is. On the table.
I don't want to roll, but does it look like it's been recently lit? Or has it been burning for a while?
The candle is still tall.
Okay. There's no fireplaces. What are lit? It's just a candle. Okay. He's gonna go and see what's going on in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, there is a wooden framed bed, large enough for basically everyone to share. And it just has a threadbare blanket thrown over it. And even though it's dark in this room, there's no candle. With your dark vision, you can see there is a slip of paper lying on top of the blanket.
Of course he's going to pick it up. As he picks it up, he's going to just look around to see if anyone's actually, like, looking through somehow. Like, anyone's been sneaky at all.
There are no windows in the bedroom, so nothing stands out to you.
Sure.
You don't catch any flicker of movement out of the corners of your eye They tell you that someone else is in the room with you.
That's a relief. He's used to having that image in the back of the back now, isn't he? But yeah, sure. After that, he'll slowly open the letter and read what it says, I guess.
The piece of paper says, "The dockyards, tonight. Waterdeep. The hounds are on the hunt."
Any symbols?
There is not a symbol, but these sort of slips of paper generally don't have symbols on them.
Sure.
They're just slips of parchment, except usually they only have a time and a place. You are not entirely sure what to make of the hounds. Although you feel somewhere deep in the back of your mind, you have heard warnings of hounds before.
Okay. He's going to remember the location of what I said. Was it the Docklands Waterdeep?
The dockyards of Waterdeep.
Dockyard, sorry. Yeah. He's going to take the piece of paper, he's going to fold it up, he's going to go into the other room. He's going to go up to the candle and burn it. Burn the letter using the candle.
As you burn it, the candle burns with a black flame, and you hear in the distance the howl of the hounds of hell. Reyna, you, for your part, wake up on a marbled floor. Around you is a circular room, not unlike the teleportation chamber of the Temple of the Seldarine. Basically, this is a permanent teleportation circle that allows people to move in and out of the temple. Of course, heavily under guard to make sure that no one can access the temple whom they don't want to access the temple. However, instead of the normal teleportation circle sigils on the floor, there is instead an intricate drawing of a wheel with 16 spokes that go out to the corners of the circle. And each spoke ends in a door. Also in this room is a table. And on the table is 3 glasses and a pitcher of water. The first glass is a fine chalice with intricate details of leaves and flowers in springtime. It's about half empty. The second glass is a goblet. It appears to have 8 spindles that come up from the stem and hold on to the glass at the top. That one is about half full. The third glass is a simple tumbler with no frill to it at all. That one just has a little bit of water in the bottom of it. What would you like to do?
She will look around and look at all the doors. Are there any marking on the doors? Like
There are.
symbols or that give any sign of where they might lead?
Yeah. So one of them has concentric half circles on it. One of them looks like sort of a crude drawing of a horse, maybe. The one after that is a tri-peak mountain. The one after that is a tree. Then a series of scribbles, a square with a spiral inside, an infinity symbol with an arrow pointed down through it, an eye in the middle of an arrow pointed up, a three-pronged trident going down, a triangle with two smaller peaks in the middle, an eye with three crosses coming off of it, a square with two crosses coming off of it, a gear, a diamond, a mountain with a line through it, and an hourglass.
She'll walk by every door and kind of inspect the symbol. And she will walk over to the table. Does she see any notes or anything? Or is it just the glasses?
No notes, just the pitcher of water and the glasses.
She will pick up the goblet and will kind of swirl it around the water inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll put it down and do it with all the other two. She'll drink water from the goblet she picked up first.
When you drink the water, you feel you see that as you drink the water, as you pull it away from you, the water level inside the goblet has not changed. However, there does appear to be more water missing from the chalice.
She will put the goblet down, pick up the chalice. She will not drink from it, but she will try to spill a bit out on the table.
It does not spill.
Then she'll try to take a little sip.
When she does and pulls it away, the water level has not changed, but there's a little bit of water that came out of the goblet.
She'll put the chalice down and grab the tumbler and first try to spill a little bit, and if it doesn't work, she'll also take a little sip.
When you take a sip of this, you see that the water level is still the same as with the other two, but the water is missing from the pitcher now instead of the chalice or the goblet.
What is the chalice made out of?
They're all made out of glass.
Okay. She'll pick up the chalice again and she'll drop it on the floor.
When you drop it, it does not hit the floor. Instead, it appears back on the table.
Okay, this is not gonna work. She'll leave the table and she'll stand in the middle of the room and she will look at the doors.
When you go to step away from the table, you realize that the table appeared to you very small whenever you stepped up to it, but is in fact infinitely long. Now, the room is much bigger than you remember it being, and spiraling outward is a table covered with hundreds and hundreds of glasses. Now, Hera,
Oh.
you are out running in the rain after a stoat. So, what I would very much like from you is a survival tracking check, and I want you to do it at disadvantage, because even though this is a slightly wooded area, the trees are not nearly close enough to prevent the sheets and sheets of rain from heavily obscuring your vision and turning the ground into a mucky, muddy mess.
Okay. So survival.
Yes, a survival check, which has to be on this.
Well,
somewhere, right?
that's a 0.
Wait, for real?
Very first roll was a nat 1, and I have -1 on wisdom.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hera. You, like, literally 30 feet away from the cave, and you are lost in this rainstorm. Well, but you have to understand, it's the kind of rainstorm, right, where the sheets of rain are so heavy that you can't really see more than 10 feet in front of you anyway. So immediately, it just becomes disorienting to walk out into this rainstorm. But
Just for fun, I rolled again because I had disadvantage. The second one was a nat 20, so I hate everything. Yay!
if only disadvantage didn't take the lower roll.
Yay!
Well, so as you basically, you're so disoriented that you are just trying to get any kind of bearing whatsoever out here in the rain. And as you try to stumble your way through the rain, looking across the ground for this stoat, you almost trip, or rather run into, a sword that is driven into the ground. It almost, like, you are so blind in this rain that you almost, like, fall over it.
I'm gonna pick up the sword and inspect it.
It's a very nice sword. Well made. It looks like it's made with Elture steel. It looks like the sword of a commander. So in the Elturan guard, right? The companions of the hall. Whenever you reach certain ranks, they etch things into your blade. So, like, whenever you become a captain, you get a mark. Whenever you become a commander, so on and so forth. So the blade that you have found appears to be the blade of a high-ranking commander, the highest rank you could be, the rank below the overseer.
Do I recognize the blade?
Roll me an investigation check at advantage, because I suspect that you know exactly the sort of thing you're looking for.
16.
16. On the pommel of the blade, or on the pommel of the hilt, I should say, there is, inlaid in the gold, the letter T for Tamal Thent, Paladin of Elture.
Hela's she's gonna fall to her knees and just stare at the sword. She's going to take a few minutes, so she's going to wipe off the sword, and she's going to carry the sword with her. And she'll stand back up and try and get her bearings again, but keeping an eye out for anything else related to Tamal.
Okay. Roll me another perception check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
20. So, as you look around, as you stand back up with this sword and look around, you see the retreating figure of a knight. Raven hair, cut short, as she was oft known to do, to prevent it getting caught up while she was in battle. You think you see Tamal walking away from you through the rain.
I'm going to run after her.
Hattie! Hattie!
Yeah,
Where are you?
I don't know. Where are you?
Hold on. Ardius like emerges from the rainstorm, the sheets of rain. It's like, hold on, before we continue. Here, I have some rope. Tie it around you. And he'll start tying a rope around himself.
I'll find him and do the same.
We need to stick together. We'll get lost too easily in this rain.
Okay.
Have you...
No.
You don't... You didn't even know what I was going to ask.
Generally the answer's no anyway.
Yeah. And you're both trying to like yell at each other over the rainstorm.
I was going to yell, but I figured that maybe it wasn't quite so good over Zoom, you know?
Okay. I just... roll me a perception check, Hattie, as you're standing there looking around.
Oh boy. I have too many windows open. Where is D&D Beyond? Is this it? This is it. Nailed it. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That is a strong 8.
Strong 8. Okay. Yeah, all around you are these sheets and sheets of rain. Like, you could barely see Ardius in front of you. And even the rope that he handed you still has like 30 feet of slack. So he says, we need to find Hailra and get back to the cave. So I'm going to start walking in this direction. You go that way. We're connected by the rope, so we can't get lost from each other. But just, we'll try to spread wide. And if we trip her, that's great. We'll catch her in the rope. And then that will be our game plan.
Okay. What if we find a tree?
Okay, well, we will cross that bridge when we come to it, all right? If we get
Stop
held in a
running.
tree.
What if we find a bridge?
Hattie, we're in the middle of the woods. I don't... All
This
right,
is a
look,
terrible plan. I want you to know that this is an absolutely terrible plan.
I'm sorry, Hattie. What is your idea for finding Hailra?
I hope she comes back.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way, and Ardius just starts moving off through the rain.
Hattie's just gonna kind of sit down.
Okay. Hattie, yeah, you just sit down
The
in the
thing is,
dirt
she's
and
not
the
gonna
mud.
be able to keep up with Artius, so...
You're a monk.
Fair enough.
You can move faster than everyone.
Meditate.
I like this though. I like the idea that
You
you're
can be
just like
pulled like a
sitting
sled.
down. Like, I'm gonna do my plan. You do your thing, and then you can
But
just
we're
search
gonna
in a
be...
you can just search in a
Oh my
50-foot
God.
radius from me. I'll be the anchor point of the search. Okay, Hattie. So whenever you sit down in the dirt and the mud, because it's very, very wet outside,
Yes.
your hair is just like down over top of like everything. What are you doing while you're chilling on the ground? As the rope is like pulling away from you, and you can just like feel the end of the rope sort of tighten, and Ardius like giving it a couple tugs, and then he just like lets go of it, and then just like you just see it like start to move in a circle around you.
This will be fun.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just chilling out.
Just chilling. Just watching it all unfold. And trying to keep an eye out for Hera.
Okay.
When he kind of gets, like, I'm guessing he's gone from like 12 o'clock all the way around. The minute he gets back to 6 o'clock, Hattie's
Mhm.
gonna get up and start walking like around him again. So like keeping the tension on the rope, but like walking from his like 12 o'clock around to his 6 o'clock. And then just start
Okay.
walking back to the camp.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
This is
yeah,
entirely pointless.
as you're as you've decided that this is pointless, you just yell, "It's pointless!" Like,
It's all pointless. Everything is pointless.
Oh my god.
Great TV show.
yeah, as you just yell this to the sky. You see in front of you, it looks like a person standing in the rain. It's kind of like if you imagine like a person standing in sheets of rain, right?
Yeah.
Like you can kind of tell even if you can't make out the features, you can tell someone's standing there because of how the rain is like falling. Like it hits them sooner.
Do they look like Hera?
It's difficult to tell. You would have to get closer to see.
Hello? Friend or foe?
You don't hear a response, but the figure does start moving toward you.
Hattie's gonna get the extendo stick out
Okay.
and it's just gonna be prepared to thwack if they go for anything.
So as you start moving forward, or sorry,
Also,
as they start moving forward,
I
toward
also
you.
tug on the rope, by the way, just as a...
Okay. So as this figure starts moving toward you, as they come to a distance where you can actually start making them out, you see that they are about halfling size. They have a sopping shock of red hair that's down over their face. A gi covered in buttons, baggy pants. But when they move to brush their hair out of the way, you see that they have no face.
Fuck! Okay. Brilliant. Hattie's gonna take big strides and thwack them.
All right. Roll.
No face to punch, but that's not going to stop me.
Even if you don't have a face, I will punch your face.
I'll make a face with my fist.
Oh no. That's 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'm doing fine. This really isn't freaking me out at all. There is absolutely no issue here.
I like to imagine that that's actually what Hattie is saying. It's just punching.
That's 11 points of damage.
It's the old lady from before. Come to help you.
It's Granny!
Granny.
Why do you look like me?
But looking at like a terrible reflection of Addie. Yeah. So no, you feel the quarterstaff collide with this thing, whatever it is. And as you sort of follow through with your swing, Ardius will emerge behind you in the rain. And he will say, Hattie, what is it? I felt the tug. Did you find Hera?
You can't see me but faceless?
No.
I'm gonna get the extender stick and poke myself in the chest.
Actually, Hattie, when you turn back to face the faceless you is gone.
Okay, so
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna hop back over to someone else, but I like to imagine that Hattie
I'm not. Me or Hattie is not prepared to deal with this. Everyone else points out there's a monster, and then we go fight it. It's never Hattie finding out there's a monster, and if it is, it's not something that disappears.
Kaya, you are running down a line of burning curtains on every side of you.
Okay.
What is your goal?
Just to get away from the fire.
Okay. While you're doing this, then, do you think that Kaya would have any awareness to the curtains? Or she would just be running forward?
Depends on how long she's running for. So if she's been running for a while, I think eventually she'll take a look at the curtains and see if there's a different way out.
Okay. Well, it's definitely a situation where she's going to be running for a while. So I think at some point she would stop, and let's have her do a perception check.
Oh, I actually roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed,
dice.
we roll.
Yeah, that's what I was
How
working
is
on
that
this week. I was like, how can I actually make them roll dice in this game?
Rolling dice? Outrageous. And this
That's
is
on
a
six.
new record. 57 minutes gone with me not realizing I need dice.
Sorry, how'd you do?
6.
6. Okay. You don't recognize any of the silks that are, like, so it's kind of one of those situations where the curtains are burning, but they're not burned away. So obviously you know the curtains that you're familiar with, right? When it came to the Vanguard troopers, like you could recognize the curtains that you found before, for example. But you don't recognize these curtains.
She'll just say fuck it and run into a random curtain.
Okay. So once you run through the curtain, you find yourself in a large, almost a ballroom sort of. There's a huge chandelier hanging from the ceiling. There's this giant glass window that takes up one whole side, and you see it's looking out onto a bay. And there's a stage that's up in front of the window, and there's tables all around, and it feels a little hard to breathe. And then you realize you're wearing like a dress and a corset. And then you hear like the sound of dice hitting a table. What do you do?
She'll try to catch her breath for a second, and she'll look around. Does she see any familiar faces?
Roll a perception check again.
13.
13, okay. You don't see any familiar faces. But then the band that's up on stage strikes up a song. It's called The Blue Lily Waltz. And for some reason, that song clicks it all into place for you. You are Hera Cliffridge, a wealthy young socialite whose entire existence was a weekend booze cruise aboard a gambling riverboat called the Lucky Gander. And you won an insane amount of money and managed to escape before they caught you. Yes. This is one of your past lives.
Right. Okay. She'll kind of straighten up a little bit. Let's see. Is there any dancing going on?
There is a sort of lounge area that's sort of raised up above the gambling tables where people can sit and just sort of listen to the band. And there's like a little dance floor in the middle that people can, waltz to the music. There are a couple other wealthy folks who aren't up in the high tables on the third floor gambling their money away. that are enjoying the music down here on the floor.
All right, how much money does she have on herself right now?
Let's see. The Blue Waltz was the third morning. So that would have meant that she was up about 8,000 gold.
All right, she's gonna sit down at one of the gambling tables.
Okay. Now, of course, as you know, on the Lucky Gander, they had two kinds of gambling. They had Joust and they had Artifice. You never played Artifice because your gambler's dice never helped you with Artifice. It was a bluffing game, not a high numbers game. The only time that you played it was the second afternoon during the pirate attack, when you were able to switch out the dice while everyone was distracted and win big. So, you may recall the rules of Joust, if you're interested in playing around Hera, as you are now.
Yeah.
This requires you to have 2d6s. And of course, you have your gambler's dice on you, so you roll these with advantage.
I'll actually not use her gambler's dice. She'll just use regular dice.
All right. So, as you recall, the rules of Joust are as follows. The house is going to roll a d12, and then you are going to roll 2d6s. The d12, oh my god, I opened right to the page. Beautiful. The d12 sets the bar, or the lance, as it's called. And you have to try to meet or beat the lance to win the jousting match. So, first of all, how much are you putting down?
She'll put down 30 gold pieces.
30. Okay. It's pretty good. Now, you may recall on a 1 or a 2, the champion breaks their lance, which is a push. If they score a 12, then that is a palpable hit and they win automatically. So, the house rolls, and they get a 2, which means that they broke their lance. It's a push. So your gold is going to stay on the table.
Yeah.
And then they roll again, and it's a 7. So they've set the lance at 7. You have to try to meet it or beat it.
All right. It's a 10, 1 6 and 1 4.
A 10. Okay. That means that you win the jousting match. And because it was a 7, it pays 3 to 1. So you get 90 gold coins back. You want to play another round?
Sure.
I love this fancy money. What is it going to matter as soon as we wake up? And we're like, yeah, come on, bring it in.
That is a 5 that the lance is set at.
Oh, she's putting 60 gold on this one.
Okay. So this will pay 2 to 1 if you win.
It's an 8, 2 4s.
All right. So you pay 2 to 1. So that's 120 gold on the table.
All right.
The dealer is looking nervous. She only has so much gold at the table.
I'll wink at the dealer and put all 90 gold on the next one.
Oh my god. All right. Here we go. 7 again. Setting the lance at 7.
5 and a 4.
All right. So that pays out 270 gold.
Killing it.
And at this, the dealer will heft over all of the gold, which is a lot of the gold that she's made for the day. Now, obviously, because you're on the ground floor, it's the low table, so you can't go above 100 gold on one bet. But she's like forking over this gold. And it's at that point that one of the men dressed in very nice riverboat clothes that's been standing by one of the doors. He starts walking over to the table.
She will slip the dealer 20 of the gold that she won and just say, buy yourself a drink.
The dealers. Okay. The dealer will be like, thank you. And the riverboat gentleman, he'll tap the dealer on the shoulder, and she'll just like spin out of the dealer's circle, and she'll go right for the bar, and he'll step into her place. He'll say, enjoying the cruise?
I am.
You are the Lady Cliffridge, am I right?
That is correct.
You've been winning an awful lot of money with us on this cruise, I think.
I have. It's been very exciting. I'm not usually this lucky, and I'm not really a gambler myself, but this cruise has brought out a whole other side of me.
Yes, our cruises can do that to you. You know, the lucky gander. Everyone gets swept up in the winning. You know, it's very exciting. Have you ever considered playing one of our high tables?
I have not, but it sounds exciting.
Wow. Well, perhaps. So I am one of the directors here on the cruise. Perhaps I can treat you to an example of one of the games that you can play up at the high tables.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Excellent. Well, so we have a version of this game up on the high tables. We call it Tournament. The rules are very simple. If you're familiar at all with gambling, you may have heard of. Now I can't think of the goddamn name of it, but so the way that Tournament works is it's 5 joust matches in a row. The money continues to roll over. As long as you're willing to chance 5 matches of joust, you can win very big amounts of money. Is that something that might interest you?
Well, I seem to have the money for it, so yes, I'd love to try it out.
Well, let's play a game.
I need to find casino music. Hang on a second. Carry on, guys. Don't mind me.
Okay. All right, so he'll make the first roll.
She'll bet 20.
All right, 20. So the first one is a 9.
Oh, shit. That's where my luck runs out. Yeah, that's a 3.
Oh, no.
A shame. Perhaps you'd like to go again, though. I mean, it was very simple and very easy, and we only got 1 round in. You can't really get the fun of Tournament if you only go 1 match in.
I suppose that's true. She'll slip out her loaded dice, and she'll put in 40.
Okay. In that case, he'll set the bar 8. And remember, the loaded dice let you roll with advantage, so you can roll the d6s twice.
Well, my first roll was a 9, so...
Nice.
Okay. Good hit. All right. In that case, so you put 40 down?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he'll put 80 more on the table. Like, all right. Second match against the champion. That would be an 11.
Oh, shit. Okay, with advantage. Nope. 9 and a 6.
All right. Yeah, he'll sweep all 120 gold off the table.
Let me find the horror music again. Hang on. Here we go. Carry on.
The dangers of joust. Am I right? The dangers of tournament, really.
Yes.
I am interested, though, Lady Cliffridge. The dice that you're using there, they don't seem like our standard house dice. Are those a lucky set that you carry with you, or?
Yes, my mother gave them to me. She was quite a collector, but if they don't please you, I have no problem using the house set, and she'll she'll put those away, and she'll pick up the house set.
Yes, generally we don't allow other dice that are not house dice on the floor.
Of course, I understand.
And it's at this point, Kaya, that you start to notice that everyone in the room is looking at you. It seems subtle at first, but after a moment or two, it's very obvious to you that everyone's head is tilted in your direction.
Well, you must excuse me. I just need to go use the bathroom real quick. And Kaya will get up and she will briskly walk somewhere private, where she's not being watched.
Okay. Yeah, so you can breeze out the main doors of the gambling floor, to where the restroom is as you remember it.
Mhm.
But as you breeze through the doors, you are back in the hallway of burning curtains.
Shit. Okay. Well, she'll panic first and start running again, and then probably dart into another curtain.
Okay. Snipe,
Yes.
you have been running down your own infinite hallway of death. Well, not running, walking, briskly. I should correct. So what is it that you are doing? You sense whatever this is that's not there behind you.
I just kind of act like it's not there. And if I'm walking down the hallway of paintings, I just look to see what's around, like what's on the paintings, if there's any doors, like if the environment starts changing around me.
Let's see. So one painting is of a desert. One painting is of a old theater. One of them is a river that you recognize. One of them is a candelabra with a red velvet tablecloth underneath of it. One of them seems to be in somewhere sort of dank and dark. It appears that there's some sort of bioluminescent fungus growing on the walls. Every picture that you pass, you feel some sort of vague connection to. Like, you don't necessarily recognize them as specific places, but they remind you of places you've been and things that you've seen in the 10 years that you've lived in this world.
I guess I just continue walking and see what happens.
You feel the thing that's not there, that's behind you, pick up its pace.
I pick up the pace as well.
It begins to run.
I run, but as I do, I try and reach out myself. As if when I extend my hands, I can find ropes and pull them to make myself run quicker.
Okay. As you reach out, as you try to find a way of moving faster than this non-existent thing, you begin to move so fast that the paintings almost seem to ripple as you pass by them. Almost like they're not paintings. Almost like they're sheets of colored water that you could just leap through.
Okay. I guess I start to motion to swim instead.
Okay. Do you just continue down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. You are going to find that you are swimming for a very, very long time. You are not being caught, but you are making no ground. And if you slow, you will be caught. You're sure of that. If you tire, if you stop, then you are going to be, well, you don't remember what anymore. But you know you don't want it.
Yeah, I just keep going then.
Okay. In that case, as you run down the hallway, as you keep running, as you keep this pace, you realize that the paintings that you're seeing are repeating. They are the same paintings over and over and over. And once on this loop, when you run by the picture of the river, water begins to spill out of it. And you feel the thing that's behind you swept backwards away from you.
I don't slow down, but I look behind me.
You see just waves and waves of water filling the hallway behind you. And some of it is coming in your direction, but it's almost angled in such a way that it is flowing out into the hallway behind you. And of course, you don't see the thing.
Okay. I kind of slow down and just like look around, see how everything is now.
The pictures are losing their ripple as you slow to a stop. They are solidifying again, but can never really hide what they really are from you again. You know what they are now. They're not really pictures. They're curtains.
I kind of go towards, from what I remember, the order of the paintings, I go towards the one that had the river behind it.
As you approach it this time, you see that the river is not as full as it was before. Yeah.
I still go to approach the river and just stand on the bank.
Yeah, and yeah, so you are walking into the picture, is what you're saying.
If I can, yeah.
You can. You can pass through this picture, and as you do, you are standing on the banks of a river that has almost run dry.
Do I recognize this river?
I think you do.
Is it a river from the 10 years I've been in this world, or...
It is not.
Oh. I start traveling. Is there any water in the river, though? Or is it, like, completely dried up?
It is just the faintest creak of water running down the center of the almost dry riverbank.
I run upstream.
Okay.
And see what's there.
Seymour.
Hello.
Hello. You have a meeting place at a time.
I do.
So tell me what you are up to.
I think Seymour honestly will be the case because there's no time written down. He's kind of nervous. It's just get here as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And the question in his head is, how long has the letter been in that place for? Because, you know, so time's in his head, he's like, time is of the essence. He's kind of nervous because is it going to be a hostage situation or anything like that? So he's being a bit cautious, but he's going to be heading towards the location. But because he heard the hounds, he's going to cast invisibility on himself, if that's okay.
Okay.
Now, to be sneaky, because it's literal hounds he heard, he's going to use prestidigitation to change the smell on him to the surrounding area so that they can't smell him. Because doggies aren't, I don't think invisibility changes smell. So he's going to use that just to give him that little bit more advantage. And then he's going to be heading to the location, keeping an eye out, listening out for the hounds. And yeah, that's what he's going to be doing right now.
So you head down toward the dockyard, as prepared as you can be to remain as undetectable as possible. And when you arrive at the dockyards, you find, as you remember, almost a maze of crates and unloading and loading, and there's sense to it, but anyone who's not the dockmaster doesn't understand the logic. So you're just kind of left to wander through these crates.
Sure.
And there are pools of light and shadow as you sort of wander through these at night.
So he's just going to be making sure he doesn't knock anything over, heading towards... So what does it say? The dockyards, right?
Yeah.
And it literally just said the dockyards, Waterdeep, and the hounds are coming, basically. So he's going to find some kind of light source at the edge of the docks. Maybe it's going to be a ship that he needs to go to, but he needs to look for some sort of light and maybe a gathering. He's not too sure what he's expecting right now. But yeah, something to give him an idea of where to go. Kind of like in a game where you don't know where to put the player, so you give him light. So he's looking for that.
Okay, yeah. So as you wander around the dockyards, trying to figure out exactly where it is you're supposed to be, you see that there is a building that has a green lantern casting a sickly glow in front of it.
He'll go towards the lantern while keeping an eye out for the hounds, but also keeping an eye out for anyone who's like looking like sort of on patrol, if it makes sense, like almost security kind of people.
Sure. You don't see anyone.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that they're not there. But as you approach this door, you feel a sort of sense of dread welling up inside of you. Now, I have with me a handy dandy note card, not to reveal too much about DMing, that contains the fears of everyone that they revealed just yesterday or Thursday.
Bro.
However, Seymour's fear was not revealed at that time. So, tell me a bit about what Seymour fears most.
The biggest thing that he fears is his family being in danger when he's not there. Where, for example, even if they were to die or get caught up in the wrong things, or the organization getting involved with them, that he's not there to protect them because of the contract what he signed. So it's the whole loss of control. But that comes from them getting hurt.
Sorry. When you open the door to the building, there is a man inside of it. A very gaunt looking man that you recognize as the apologies.
How dare you, DM?
No,
My time to break your heart.
Can't believe it.
taking my sweet time. So this is the postmaster of Waterdeep. So the postmaster's position in the night market is to keep track of jobs. They're not a crime boss. They are not actually in charge of any of the people who work for the night market. In fact, they don't even know the names of many of the people who work for the night market. That would defeat the purpose of the decentralized nature of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
What they do know is who takes what job and whether or not that job has been completed.
Sorry, DM, is he holding anything in his hands? Has he got, like, I don't know, a list or anything like that? Is there a checklist what he's holding? Am I able to sneak around and see?
He only has a piece of paper, and he's looking at the door. So whenever you open it, he sees you.
Okay.
And he says, I got a call from Baldur's Gate, Seymour.
Saying what? And then he drops his invisibility as he, he's there.
Oh yeah, I guess he would have just had to guess it was you.
Not many people can cast invisibility, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that you were invisible.
It's
My
fine.
bad.
Can you imagine? Wait, I just imagined like you thinking that I'm going to try and sneak behind him while visible and look over his shoulder.
That's what I pictured, and it was kind of ridiculous, but I was appreciating that you were going to try it. There was a delivery.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here in my book that delivery did not get made.
Last time I knew, I was on my way.
You know, I don't know if anyone's ever explained the structures here to you, Seymour. Obviously, we don't talk about them. That would defeat the point. But people like you, we call you couriers. You go from point A to point B. You don't ask questions. You just move a thing from place to place. There's another that's called a hawker. They create these little slips of paper. They bring them to me. I post them on a board. They're the ones who arrange these deals, right? Then you have the brokers. They're the ones who disseminate the information. They're how people hear about the night market. Of course, you got people like me, postmasters. Closest thing to a boss you're ever gonna have, right? But even then, I just sit in my office and make sure that things get delivered. Things don't get delivered, I gotta deal with it. But maybe you've only heard rumors, Seymour. Maybe you didn't believe that the night market never misses a delivery. You know, it seems impossible, right? Never to miss one single delivery or drop-off time or anything, right? Do you know why we have that reputation?
For business, good business in the end.
It is good business, Seymour. Do you know how we maintain that reputation?
I feel like I'm about to find out.
There's another group of people who work for the night market, Seymour. They're probably the most organized out of any of us. They're the ones who keep the rest of us in line doing our jobs. I don't control them. No one really controls them, except for maybe some big boss that, well, none of us really know about. They're called the Hounds, Seymour. And the Hounds are hunting.
I don't know what to tell you. I was on the right path. I sort of thought, and then I wound up here in front of you. I've heard of the Hounds before. I know what we can do.
then you know that you have about 20 minutes to get running.
It's what I'm best at.
One other thing, Seymour. We like to know the pressure points of the couriers whenever we can. You have family.
Of
They're
course.
not here in Waterdeep anymore. Don't know where they went.
Can I
But,
inside check that real quick?
Yeah, sure. You can inside check.
Oh god, insight's so bad for me, but fuck it. Talking about my family, I'm gonna find out. Natural 20.
Natural
Nice.
20.
But insight is -2, so 18.
So here's what's crazy, Seymour. In this moment, you know that he's not lying.
Mm-hmm.
But additionally, you understand the reason that he's not lying. Because something in that, the idea that these people who
How's your
are
engine?
willing,
My it's fine, but I'm
Boop, got it.
the reason that it's strange to you is that these people, you know, rumor is they hunt you to the ends of the earth. How would they not know? And that's when you put it together. Well, they don't know because you don't know. This is all happening inside your head, Seymour. It's just a dream.
Shit. Well, it's good to know and bad to know, I guess. Feels like this is a message to myself.
Isn't it just? And that voice was not coming out of the postmaster of Waterdeep.
Oh. Sick.
Reyna,
So good.
you are wandering the length of an ever spiraling table of glasses. What do you want to do?
Are they all the same 3 glasses I saw before?
They're
Or
not.
Are they different?
Some of them are tankards made of glass. Some of them are large, tall glasses that seem like they could fit an entire person. Some of them are shot glasses, pint cups. Charming little halfling cups that might be used for holding hot cider on a cold day. Some of them are incredibly detailed. Some of them are plain. But they are many.
She will walk alongside the table, hands kind of on the table and just trading along. And she'll stop at a tankard. And she'll pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just look at it a bit and then take a sip and see what happens.
There is nothing in any of these. There's no water in any of these. But if you take a sip, there will be a little water in there for you to drink from. And as you pull it away, you see that there is just enough water in the bottom of the tankard for a sip.
Do I notice anything else in the room except the table and the glasses? Do I see anything on the wall or on the floor or on the table itself?
The
Or is it just
table
bare?
itself, the table itself is a simple wooden table. The walls are just sheets of marble, but the ceiling is made of stars. And in the middle of it is a large moon.
Do I notice any constellations in the stars, or are they just random? Or
What constellations are you looking to see?
I think mainly the one you told me before. The
Griffin.
Yeah.
As you look up and imagine looking for Brithin, it forms in the ceiling above you. Not only as the constellation, but as an actual ship made of stars.
That's pretty cool. She'll look back at the table.
When you look at the table, it is a table on the deck of a ship. And when you look around, you are on a ship made of stars, sailing on an ocean of glass.
Okay. What do I notice on the ship? Do I see any people around? Anything on the ship? Crates, cannons,
You
sails?
see a short figure dressed in armor with a warhammer, and he says, "You called?"
Not sure, maybe?
You took a sip from the tankard, didn't you?
Yeah. Does
Well
that...
then,
Okay. Who are you, if I might ask?
That's a great question. You can call me many things. The wielder of the hammer. The king of the dwarves. But if you want something just a little bit simpler to remember, I'm more than happy if you just choose to call me Moradin.
that is where we'll take our mid-game break.
Fucking
Nice.
sick.
Yeah, holy hell.
A ship of stars.
All
How
of
many
these.
more bloody
I
gods is
hate
Raina gonna have on her side then?
Don't
Raina-
ask me, ask Jenks.
Raina has, like, you know, a janitor with all the keys.
Yeah.
Like that.
She's collecting them all.
Yeah.
When Raina finally dies, if any of these gods ever let her die,
We're gonna fight over a sword. It's like, no,
Yeah.
she's mine.
No, it's mine.
it's gonna
Parents
be
fighting over custody.
centuries of fighting.
Raina is the pantheon. That's it.
Just pour
just,
all
like,
of the
start
liquids into
one-
one goblet.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Chug
cool.
it.
She'll just be wandering through different afterlives, just like, what up? Thought I'd spend a week here. How you guys doing?
My weekend retreat in the afterlife.
Amazing.
Just gonna wander over to the other Parthenon, BRB.
We have a new watch party called Poke Your Eyes Out Games. Just want to say hello. Hello. Thank you for
Hey,
watching.
look your eyes out. Hey.
Hello.
What's up?
I'm just trying to think of a variation on the names that
Oh, yeah,
say
there's
in
there were the
podcast.
podcast.
I don't think there is. Pokior, I can start using like two names at a time.
Parts and putting them together.
Out games.
Eyes out.
Yeah.
Eyes
Pio.
out, poke eyes.
Just Pio. P-Y-E-O-G.
Start saying it backwards.
Yep. Yeah,
But
I'm definitely
mag.
brainy enough to do that.
Right. Anyway, Jank, sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. It's fine. We're on a break now, so you guys
Yeah.
have to make notes now for myself.
We'll be back in like 10 minutes then, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye,
Sorry.
dudes. Peace. Bye.
Hello. So let's hop
Gonna
right
give us
back
a
into the nightmare.
reprise?
Let's hop right back into the nightmare with Hailra.
Oh, great.
All
Hi.
Hi, welcome. You took off running through the rain after the after your friend Tamal, who you saw or think you saw, walking away through the rain. Tell me about your experience running through the rain.
I wasn't. So I'm not really focused on anything else except following Tamal. Fine. If I lose sight of her, I'm just going to follow the footprints until I catch sight of her again. I'm ignoring anything that's going on around me. I'm just solely focused on her.
Are you calling to her at all, or are you just running after her?
I'm calling out to her. So as I'm running, I'm shouting, Tamal!
When you call out, the figure will stop.
I'm going to go over to her.
When you walk up to her and put your hand on her shoulder, she will turn around and you will see half of the face that you remember. The other half has been eaten by poison, acid, necrosed around the edges so that the skin is just curdled. The eye sits very loosely in its socket and looks milky white. And she just stares at you.
Under a breath, Hale's just going to be like, fuck. Just going to be like, bye, Tom, what happened to you?
They found me, Hailra.
Who found you?
They didn't like that I taught you how to be a paladin.
Who?
I think you know, Hailra. You left them behind in the Underdark. In that city that you told me that you were from.
No, they shouldn't know. They won't know where I was.
Is this not their poison?
I can tell it's the drow poison, can't I?
You can tell it's what it is.
How did they find you?
I don't know, but they were there. They were at the bridge. What remains of House Zephrel? Getting vengeance on the daughter who laid their house low. I might still be a paladin for Elture if I hadn't died on the bank of the river.
Helva takes a step back. No, you're here. You can't be dead.
I'm gone, Hailra.
No, you're wrong.
And then you hear a soft chuckle. No, my dear. She's absolutely right. I was there. I made sure of it.
She pulls out her sword and Tamal's. Who are you?
You don't recognize your own mother? And you see, stepping out of the rain, almost taking the place of a slowly fading Tamal, an older drow woman, gray grizzled hair framing her face. One eye replaced with a set of 8 red ones. Legs emerging from her torso. They tried to destroy us, but they could not. We live. We live, Helra. Even your even your defection couldn't kill us. Zephrel stands strong, and we will rise again.
She takes a step back, holding up one sword as like in front of her, and just like, you won't come near me. But her voice is shaky. You can't do anything to me, not anymore.
We'll see what my poisons have to say about that. Roll for initiative, Helra.
Oh. Okay. I hate this. Did I say I hate this?
You'll be fine. You're a paladin. That's fine.
I hate this. Thank you.
Shit.
Yo, that's good shit, Janks. Good shit, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking... Ah.
So good.
2. My initiative is 2.
Let's go, baby!
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1 plus 1 this for dexterity.
Yes. Yes.
All right. In that case, enemy goes first. So, your mother, the matron of House Zephrel, is going to come at you, Helra. And she's going to come at you with these twisted spider's legs that have emerged from her torso. So, she's going to attempt to strike you once for a 21, which will hit your armor class.
Yo.
Yeah.
And the second attack will miss. But that's all right. Because on the first attack, you will take 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Yeah, I know.
Well, thanks for playing, AJ.
Thanks for letting me into the campaign.
No worries, mate.
It's been great having you here, you know? Yep.
I know.
Helra, how do you react to this attack?
Get away from me, and I'm just gonna, like, my fists are gonna clench around. Do I still have Tamal's sword, or has that disappeared along with Tamal?
That has vanished with Tamal.
Okay, so I'm holding. So when that disappears, I clench my fist, and I'm just gonna hold my sword 2-handed, and I'm just gonna like, I will stop you. I'm tired of running from you. I will stop you.
Are you going to? Sorry, are you attacking?
Just have a talk. Just
Yeah,
talk it out,
and
mate.
I'm gonna attack and strike one of the Drider legs.
Okay. All right. Then go ahead and roll to hit.
A Drider?
Yep.
Oh.
That's what the punished drought turned into.
I didn't know that.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay.
So deal some damage.
I'm going to attack the same leg twice.
Okay.
So just so the second hit is 19.
That will also hit. So go ahead and roll damage for both. And then add some smite to it if you want to.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna have a look.
1 million points of damage.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I would have cast Wrathful Smite on the first attack.
Okay.
And then I'll Divine Smite second level on the second attack.
Okay. Alright.
So I'll just roll damage. So first attack is wait, what damage is that? 12 slashing.
Okay.
And the smite is 6 psychic, and I also need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That is a 12.
Okay, so fails.
Oh, no,
which
sorry.
means-
Wait, hold on. I did the math wrong. That's a 15.
Never mind, passes, so isn't frightened of me. And the second attack, because I have so many things to scroll through. The second attack is 5 slashing, and
Right.
Divine Smite is 3d8.
3d8. All right.
And Divine Smite is 18 radiant.
Fucking Christ.
Nice.
Hey, yeah.
How many points
Alright.
is that? Like 30 odd, right?
Pretty good.
That's nasty.
So,
Yes, it is.
the Drider is the Drider that was formerly your mother is consumed in this flash of radiant light. And when the light disappears or starts to fade, she seems to have vanished. Hattie, you and Ardius have seen this flash of light through the rain.
Okay. And the faceless version of me isn't there anymore.
Right, it disappeared whenever you hit it.
Okay, so I saw like a faceless version of me, and it just disappeared. So
Okay. Well, I feel like we should go see about that flash of light.
counterpoint.
Oh my god.
He's gonna start walking and pulling the rope along with him.
Hattie's gonna untie the rope.
Okay.
Counterpoint, they're ever asleep and no one's watching them.
Oh my god.
And that's fine as long as it stays over there. So I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. And Ardius is going to go off after the flash.
Hattie's gonna turn around and go back to the camp.
Hattie, within 5 feet, the faceless version of you is there again.
I'm gonna
Waiting
ignore
in
it and
rain.
walk around it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna bump its shoulder on my way out.
Damn. Wait, how can
When you bump,
Is it the same height as you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're exactly the same, it just doesn't have a face.
Sick.
exactly.
Shadow
So-
Hattie.
When you bump its shoulder, it's going to take offense to this. Just as Hattie would take offense if someone ignored her. So, it is going to strike at you. And let's see, your unarmed strike is Hattie Curtis. There you are. Hattie's unarmed strike's a +8. So, that will be a 21 to hit you.
Yo.
That hits. Can I use parry strike against this? Or is that just against
Ooh.
weapon fighting? Because it says melee weapon attack.
It is specifically against. Actually, no. A melee weapon, it can be an unarmed strike is considered a melee weapon, so you could try to parry it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll parry it.
As long as you can do better than 11 damage.
So I just roll 1d10. Okay.
hmm
Okay. That is 16.
16. Okay. So if you want to spend a key point, you can turn the attack back around on the attacker.
No, I'm just gonna stop the attack and keep walking.
Sick.
In that case,
Just brush it off.
this Hattie is going to use the rest of her attacks. So after you parry strike, she is going to use her quarterstaff to strike at you. And that is going to be a 17 plus 8 is
25.
25.
Oh.
25.
Yeah, no, that'll hit. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So she's going to whack you for
Okay.
5 plus 5, 10 points of bludgeoning damage with the quarterstaff.
Parry strike again.
You can't do it twice.
That's a
It
reaction.
only works once per reaction. Yeah, you only get one reaction.
Fuck.
Imagine if you could do it all the time. You'd take no damage ever.
How much is that? What did you say?
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whack 'em. Processing pain.
Okay. Yeah,
Pain received,
quarterstaff. Two-handed attack, quarterstaff, right to the temple.
Okay.
Does 26 hit?
26 will hit.
I love how you both like flexing on the attack number.
I am literally just using
I know,
Hattie's
that's what I mean.
stats. It's great.
I hate it so much.
Plus 8 is wild.
Yeah,
So
it is.
great.
And that's 8 points of damage. And then I'm gonna go a punch on the other side of the face.
Okay.
Which is 28 points of damage.
28
Okay.
points of
Yeah,
damage.
natural 20. Wait, no,
To
hit.
hit.
Sorry,
Okay, yeah.
fuck. I
But
got
you do
excited.
get to double. You do get to double your dice because it's a nat 20. So there's that. Blah, blah, blah.
My
Sorry, I
unarmed-
got way too excited
My
then.
unarmed strike does 28 points of damage.
She just punches the faceless Hattie in the neck.
6 on my d6 and a 5. 11,
Yo, it wasn't bad.
16
nice.
points of damage.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then I'm going to spend a key point, flurry of blows.
Okay.
That's oh god. That's it's 26 hit
Yes.
and 25. Oh, I rolled badly on the damage. But that's 6 points of damage and then 7 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
Dear lord.
So you smack around this shadow version of you, right? And like the last hit, it lands, and like this version of you just like bends backwards, basically, and then just comes right back up, almost like a training dummy. And then you see that now it has 2 eyes, which it opens, and they're glowing red.
Okay, disengage. Step of the wind. Fuck this shit. No.
Fuck this shit,
All right.
I'm out.
Let's go
It
back.
gets a mouth, I'm in trouble.
Good point.
All right. We are going to hop now to
Can I
Seymour.
actually step of the wind? Can I key point full
You cannot
dash?
because you did flurry of blows.
Fuck, yes, I did.
Yeah.
You just hate having rules.
Don't you just hate only having
Yeah, I know.
5 moves per round?
Ugh, hate it so much. Sorry, you were saying.
Seymour,
Yes.
you are in this shack. And now the postmaster has disappeared. But Tenebris is there.
Uh-huh. Oh, hello, old
Hello,
friend.
Seymour.
Why are you in my dream as well?
I'm here because you were poisoned, Seymour. You can't know this because you're asleep, but you are currently inhaling toxic smoke.
But we had people on watch. The
Yes.
fuck happened to them?
They ran off after a small animal.
Okay. Maybe I need to take watch once in a while instead of going to sleep all the way through. Maybe this is just a little lesson to not be lazy. Is that the point of his dream? I don't know.
I don't know what the point of this dream is, Seymour, but I know that it's probing for information. Look at where we're standing. Waterdeep, your family gone. The night market bearing down on you. It's playing off your fears, Seymour.
Shit. So, if it's my dream, I can change what happens.
Maybe.
Huh. There's no way for me to wake up, I guess.
I already tried.
Well, thank you for the efforts. Tenebrous. Hit me. Tried from the outside, but maybe you can wake me up through that.
Well, we can only hope. And he's going to wind back
Oh, shit.
smack you across the face.
Wanted to do this for years.
Kaya.
I've been good. I've been good to my patron.
No, you haven't.
I've been great.
You've been a fool.
Kaya, what is it that you are doing?
She's still running through curtains, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, you have come to the end of a row of curtains, actually. Somehow. You've passed by tens and hundreds of names that you've used through the past, but you find one, finally, that is not burning. It says Kaya, and it is intact.
she'll pause for just a second, and then she'll run through.
When you run through, there is just a void on the other side. A void with one spot of light. And Luna is sitting in it.
Can I get to it?
You can try to walk closer to it. But as you walk, you notice that before you step, your steps are appearing as lights on the ground before you complete them.
Oh.
And as you walk forward, the light almost seems to be getting further away.
Shit. She'll call out, Luna, can you hear me?
There is, as you say this, a forecho of your voice. Before you say the words, they are already in the air. And then you say them.
Whatever's going on here is not funny. Kai's gonna take a couple steps backwards.
You find that those steps were already on the ground before you even took them.
She's just gonna stand very still.
As you stand still, a scene fades in. This scene is of a bar in There are guards in this bar.
Is there a door? She's running for a door.
There is a door, but as you run to open it, you walk through it. Or rather, Ash walks through it. Already halfway through a wonderful night on the town.
No, Kai's closing her eyes. Putting her hands
As
over her
Kai-
ears.
Okay. In that case, you don't hear the muffled declarations of your former self. You don't want to remember what it was you said. But the door is open, and you can run through it.
She'll hesitate for just a moment. She'll look backwards at herself in the bar, and then she'll run through it.
The last thing you see in the bar is yourself leading a group of guards in a drinking song. A song that you wrote to promote the show of the Vanguard. And then you're through the door, and you are standing on a floor of glass. Next to you is Seymour, rubbing his face as though he has just been smacked across it.
Ah, fucking hell.
Seymour?
Hello.
Oh, you can hear me.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna just poke his face to see if I can touch him.
It's a bit sore. Fuck.
Can't touch him.
Alright?
Yeah. Where the fuck am I?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I'm no clue, but I would like to leave.
Okay. DM, what can Seymour see at this point?
You are standing on a floor of glass, stars above and below you.
Oh, this wasn't where I wanted to be when I got punched, but I'm
You got punched?
Yes. Well, my friend, you know, the contract boy, he hits pretty fucking hard. Okay, so what the fuck are we doing? We getting out of here, or?
I don't know. Are you real?
Yes. I don't know. Are we still sharing? Are we sharing a dream?
How is that even possible? Wait, are we in a dream?
He's gonna look at the glass, pick a piece up, and he's gonna picture like it floating in the air, throw it in the air, and see if it floats.
Oh, it's not like broken glass. It is a sheet, an infinite sheet of glass.
Oh.
Wait, does this hurt? And Kaya's gonna punch you in the face.
DM, you let me know.
Yep, that hurts.
God,
Sorry.
I get hit by my comrades more than anything else. God damn it.
Comrades.
Hey, but how do I know that if I'm in a dream that you're not part of my dream?
And he's gonna do like this to your head and go poof, and flick your head and see if that
How? But also, I feel like that proves nothing.
No, it doesn't really, but I wanted to do it as revenge. Anyway, we need to get somewhere. Are we... look left to right to see what's going on.
Roll a perception check.
I'll assist with that?
Are we
Yeah,
both got
you can
maybe
assist with it.
I can roll myself.
I will
Yeah.
give you...
Wait, you can give Kaya advantage. That's right,
please.
because you're terrible at perception checks.
I am awful.
You can give Kaya
Not
advantage.
that great either. I have +3.
Negative 2, baby. It's better than me.
Okay, with advantage, it is 21.
21. Kaya, you see in the distance what appears to be the lantern of a ship sailing.
Is that part of your dream? And she's gonna point to the ship.
I like ships, but maybe.
Well, I certainly don't recognize that ship.
Oh, well, let's go towards it, I guess. It's clear signs. Looks around into the abyss. Yeah, let's go towards something where it looks tangible.
Okay.
And he's gonna start running as well.
Snipe.
Yes.
You have been running upriver. And you have made it to your destination. Tell us, where were you trying to get to?
I was trying to get to where I know there is a lake. And the lake is surrounded by very large trees that nearly cover the sky. And on the forest floor is an entire field of bluebells.
Okay. Where in this space do they normally appear?
Around the edge, more likely around the bank.
Sitting in a patch of bluebells on the bank of the lake is a figure that you recognize, except they appear almost emaciated. The levels of the lake are down very far, which explains why the creek, instead of a river, is running downstream.
Okay. I look at the figure, see if I recognize them.
You do? It is who you are looking for.
Okay. I go into the lake to where the water is. Before I do anything, I look down at myself and see how I am, like what I'm wearing.
You are yourself. You're wearing the clothes that you were wearing when you fell asleep. Or I should say, whenever you last remember being with the party that you were traveling with.
Okay.
You look older than the last time you were at the lake.
Okay. Because I'm not wearing shoes. I just walk through the water towards the figure.
The figure will look up, and you will see they have a dim awareness in their eyes that someone is moving toward them. But they are forlorn. They are distant from this place and time.
I just keep walking until I'm standing right in front of them.
Their eyes almost stare through you.
I just kind of stand for a bit and just watch and wait and see what they do. Or like what they're doing right now, as they're just like sitting there.
They're humming a song. A song that they would sing when times were better. A song to call down the rain. But the melody is thin and reedy. It's not very strong. Not anymore.
Okay. I just say their name out loud.
Okay. There's a start. And they almost seem to come back into the world. And they look up and they say, "There you are. You've been gone. The water's running dry. I feel so lost these days. Where have you been?"
I don't know where I am. I was taken away. We're trying to get back, but it's hard right now. But why are you waiting? Surely you're safer and you're more whole with your sisters out at sea. Why are you waiting here?
Because this is where the memories are the strongest. From here, I can send the river to fetch you.
But I'm not here.
Then tell me where you are.
I don't know where I am.
Then I'll keep singing. I'll keep trying to call down the rain. And I will find you. And the water will bring you home.
You shouldn't dry up because of me. I'm a being. I'm just a small creature on this thing. You're a river, you're water, you're a life force on the planet. You shouldn't obsess over me. It's not healthy.
Penny. When
Yes, Molly?
when streams babble, when brooks sing, when rivers run, we have our reasons. We are lively. We are lively because we live. And you make this river livelier than it was before. If it does not run without you, I will not run without you. If I did, it would just be water flowing. It wouldn't be anything anymore.
Okay. If that's your decision, I respect it. I'll try to get home. But I have to find myself first. I promise I'll get back to you in one piece.
Thank you. And then she just goes back to singing the song to call down the rain.
I walk down a little bit towards the center of the lake. And I just sit there for a bit and I think about her and I try to cry at least one tear into the water.
As the weight of the interaction you just had sort of surrounds you, you conjure a single tear, which will fall down and drip into the water. And as it hits, the water becomes a plane of black glass. And you are sitting on a sheet of glass, stars above and stars below.
Fuck me, yo.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit, man! And you,
You alright, Becca?
playlist.
Golden Slumbers came on my playlist that I'm listening to.
Oh,
And
no.
the first line is something like, if only there was a way to get back homeward. And I was like,
I have horror music playing.
I can't fucking hear because my heart beats in my ears. So
Sick. Sick.
great, love that. I
Anyways,
wasn't
great.
expecting to cry at this point in the campaign. Thanks, man.
We've done it. First
Well done.
tears. We discussed it last podcast, and now we've got them.
Yeah, we need to just stop talking about things in the podcast because otherwise they come true.
Reyna, you're on a ship with Moradin, the king of the god of dwarves. So,
Might as well have
Just no, God. Just
Just quickly
Sure.
change the subject so we can breathe.
so
But I collect them all, man.
what'd you call me for?
well, to be honest, there were many glasses on the table. Well, many things you can drink out of. And one was a tankard. And I was just like, let's try the tankard. And
Look, lass, I'm all for drinking out of tankards. Trust me. But you didn't think that, you should take more care with your choice? You just started drinking from a tankard?
yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah,
I can respect it. So, are we just sailing or we going somewhere?
I'm not sure where here is right now. It looks like it looks cool, but I don't know where we're headed.
We're in the space between worlds, lass.
And how how do we get here?
Well, that's a great question. I got here because you drank from a tankard.
Okay. Right now we'll walk around and we'll start looking over the railing and then see if she sees anything in the distance or if she sees anything except glass and stars.
Roll some perception checks.
Hey.
Just one perception check.
22.
22. So of course you see this this glass that you're sailing across, right? That you only know can't possibly really be glass because it ripples as the boat travels across it. And then, outward, in the dim light of the stars, you see 3 figures. 2 of them are running towards your boat. One of them, you see the roots of her hair glowing in the darkness. The other, just guessing based on the height, is Seymour.
There's no mystery at all then.
Like,
It's Seymour.
well, one of them
That's just
definitely
Seymour.
Kaya.
You
right?
only know one tiefling.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it.
There's just the one in the entire
Oh.
world.
The only teeth thing that matters.
That's right.
The other figure is sitting in sort of the off the other side of the boat, is just sitting out on the water. Maybe it is glass. You don't know.
Okay, and where are they in relation to the boat? Are they like in front of the boat or on the sides?
In front, they're sort of at it at angles. So it seems that Kai and Seymour are running toward the boat, sort of at an angle, and Snipe is, or whoever this figure is sitting out there, is just sort of at this other angle with the boat.
Raina will walk up to the steer. Is it the steer? It's
Wheels.
So I suspect that
thing.
this boat probably just has like a rudder.
Mm.
So it's just like you just have the adjustable arm to sort of
Okay.
direct.
Well, I will move it towards the person that's sitting, and I will hopefully go forward towards them.
Wait, come back.
You guys are already running, okay?
Okay, yeah, you can turn the boat and it starts to move toward the person that's sitting. Kai and Seymour, you think you can adjust the trajectory of your running?
They fucking saw us.
It's like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
The ship's being moved by the crabs, and he's like, shit.
On board the boat, Raina. Moradin is just chilling on the surface of the boat. And then suddenly he is gone with no explanation. Just gone.
Well, nice to meet you. Sure. She'll kind of mumble to herself.
Slow the boat down. For fuck's sake.
Come on, I'm offended.
Come on, bitch. Oreo.
Eventually, about the time, Raina, that you reach the person who's sitting, who you recognize as you get closer as Snipe, Kaya and Seymour are closing in on the boat.
I'm exhausted. I've been running for 30 minutes. Fuck.
Well, what? Sure, good to see you here, I think.
We're still running. This is very awkward. Wait for us to get on the boat.
just slow down.
Is there anything?
I will stop when I reach.
Are there
Snipe.
like nets on the side of the boat, like we can just grab onto to climb up?
You can just kind of like hop in because it's like a low-sided boat.
Oh,
it's
I
just
imagine
like
it
a sloop.
massive for some reason. That's cool. Yeah.
Parts of
Oh
the
yeah, no,
Caribbean
it's just like a
style.
little boat. Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger
But
boat.
Raina,
guys.
there's no stopping the boat.
Oh,
As you find, there's no anchor, so it just continues to glide forward slowly. So
I
you just
will-
kinda got-
yeah,
Hop
stare
on
it
like a
around
people
in
mover.
circles.
You're not gonna get
There you
out.
go.
You're just gonna keep.
I've been
Yeah.
distracted this whole time, just stare at the black glass, and then I just hear the.
Yeah.
So I
The
just
yelling.
Like, oh fuck shit! I just stand up.
Raina,
Like,
why are we spinning? What? Raina!
I
Jesus.
just stand up and look at the ship, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on now?
Join us, Snipe. Come on
You
in.
know,
How
you
the
could have.
how the fuck did
You
you
could have
get here?
steered the boat towards us.
Well,
Did you not
guys were
see us
already
running?
and they were sitting
Oh,
down,
okay, so we can just keep running.
Yeah.
Sure,
She
yeah,
was
all
definitely
right.
puking over the side onto the glass.
Yeah.
Can we straighten the boat, please?
I get on the boat. as
Well,
well.
Yeah, as you all hop on, and Raina tries to straighten out the boat, you realize, Raina, that you can't straighten out the boat.
Oh no!
You think that you're able to, but then it just starts to like move on a curve of its own. And then, as this occurs, the glass begins to form into a well. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a graph of a black hole, like how it like pulls at space. So it's a gravity well that just begins to form in the glass, and you just begin to ride the edge of it.
Oh my god, it is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
This is certainly one of the stranger dreams I've had.
Yeah, it's just a
I have
dream,
no
don't
control
worry.
The
over this.
stuff before that was all par for the course, but now it's just getting freaky.
Just put your hands up in the air and scream if you want to go faster.
Rather keep your hands on something you can hold on
I'll
to.
wake up eventually.
Oh, by the way, we're poisoned.
Wait, what?
What? You tell us
About
this
the
now.
About the time that pronouncement is made, something begins to emerge from the center of the gravity well.
Sorry for making that noise, everyone.
Hattie, just imagine.
It looks a bit like that.
Oh, shit.
We're dealing with an astral dreadnought.
Just a large claw begins to make its way up.
Well, it was
Can we
nice
wake up now?
knowing you.
Can we wake up now?
I
Can we
am
wake up
so
now?
sorry,
Let's wake up
guys.
now.
Make your peace.
So,
sorry.
Hailra,
Yep.
Ardius has found you in the rain. Hailra, why did you run off?
Helra just has a bit of a blank stare, still staring where her mum like disappeared. It's just like, It's like she can hear Artius, but it's sort of like a wisp, like a murmur. But she's just focused on what she saw, and she stabbed the sword into the ground. Why?
What? Helra, you... And he just kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder.
And when that happens, she tenses up and lifts the sword and like quickly turns around. But before she does anything, she just stares right at her. She's like, I saw her. She's gone. And she just drops the sword.
She drops her own sword?
Yeah, she drops her own sword into the mud. She's like, just staring at Artis, like, tears starting to form in her eyes. Like, I saw her.
All right, I don't know what's going on in this forest, Helra. Okay, but whatever you saw, whatever's out there, I think it was just trying to make you afraid. Hattie, oh God, Hattie. Helra, I'm so sorry. I know that we have to get back. We have to get back to the cave. There's something else going on here, and I think the others are in trouble.
Okay. And she picks up a sword but keeps it sheathed, and instead of the sword, she pulls out her quarterstaff.
Okay.
And she follows Artius back to the cave, but still like darting her eyes around, looking, like listening and looking, just in case.
Okay. About halfway back, Hattie, after you wrecked yourself, this version of you with red eyes appeared again, and you ran off.
Yeah.
To get away from it. So I assume you wanted to run toward the cave.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, make me a survival check to see if you can navigate your way back.
Making my way to the cave.
My survival is better than I thought it was. Thank God for that. It's 18.
18. All right, 18. So you are able to make your way. You're able to find like landmarks that couldn't be washed away by the rain to make your way back toward the cave. And as you get close, you can see the blue glow of the hut in front of you to guide you closer. And as you get closer, you see that the hut appears to be filled with a smoke that doesn't escape through the barrier. And you hear footsteps behind you. And you see that version of yourself there.
I'm getting into that big breath and just running into the hut.
Okay.
Evil hotbox.
Okay. Yeah.
Just all of us sitting around just passing a Dutch to everyone. Hey.
So because you run into the box, you do not see Helra and Artius emerge from the rain. And you don't see that the version of you with just eyes turns around and recoalesces into a figure wearing red robes with a hood up and long dark hair hanging out the sides. And it turns to face Artius and Helra. And Artius will put out an arm to you, Helra, And he says, "This one's mine." And he'll simply twist his hand, and the tattoo on the back of his hand glows. And 7 bullets of mistletoe are launched from his hand. And they just run up the length of this person. And they just fade into the rain.
Sick. This is sick.
You're cool.
And he says, "Now we have to deal with whatever that is." And he'll run over to the hut. Do you have Dispel Magic?
Let me check.
If you don't, it'd be the funniest shit.
Spell magic.
Please,
Get a
please,
fan.
AJ.
Just air everything out.
Pull Kaya
Big
out of the
fan.
hut.
Yeah,
I
Big
don't
fan.
have a lot of spells.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm trying to find Kaya within the smoke.
Yeah. If let me just double check. I don't think I've got it. No, I don't have Dispel Magic.
Well.
So,
No,
but-
Hattie's trying to find Kaya.
yeah,
Okay,
but I was gonna say Helra would know Kaya cast the spell, so would
Right.
try and break the spell by pulling Kaya out the hut.
So I think Hattie's doing
In
that.
that case, Ardius will take off a band around his neck, and he'll hand it to you. And he says, "Take this with you. It'll let you breathe in there."
Don't worry about me. It's chill.
You ran into the hut before Hardius appeared. Okay.
I'm just vibing in here, man. Just
So
vibing.
smoke rises, so I'm sure you're just below the smoke field.
How long
Out
you
of
can
this
hold your
tiny
breath
hut.
is your constitution plus
1, I think.
+1.
Yeah, +1. So it's your Constitution modifier.
So I've got
You can
4
hold your breath
minutes.
for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
I've got 4 minutes. It's fine until I pass out.
Ardius needs 10 to cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, ritual of casting.
So he's going to start
Guys.
casting that.
I fucked up.
Now, Hattie, you are making your way through the smoke.
Hey, wait for a sec.
Hmm?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah,
Just being an
I'm
arsehole,
just,
buddy.
I'm just like on my hands and knees, firefighter style. Not that I know what a firefighter is, but hands and knees style. I guess people are like, I guess there are people who have put up fire. This isn't the point. I'm on my hands and knees and I'm trying to like shuffle around patting things.
In that case, I'm going to want you to roll a perception check.
Here's a question. Would
Yeah.
Hattie and Hela know how that pulling the caster out would make it drop?
Yeah,
He
that's what
would
I'm
know
trying to
because
do.
Kaya's done it before.
Yeah.
Kaya's walked out and the hut
So
has
that's a
disappeared.
9.
But I don't know about Helra.
9? Okay. Yeah, well, if they have seen Kaya walk out of the hut, they at least know that whenever she walks out, it goes
So
away.
Hattie would
They
know
don't
more than
understand.
Yeah, that's
anything.
what I'm trying. Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
Because it happened that
Um,
time when she ran off in a strop and we had to sleep in.
No, yeah.
Not the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And,
kidding.
of
There was
course-
like a real reason why you ran off. It just.
No, it was a shot. That's all.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy shot.
So 9,
9?
you don't know, don't know where she laid down at. So you kind of have to start like really crawling around in there.
I will just climb over people.
Basically, it just means that you probably won't be able to find her before your breath runs out. So, what I need you to do is make a wisdom saving throw.
You're
That's
wise. You're a monk.
Oh well.
Oh.
She's a monk.
That's another 9. I need to stop
Join us
using
on the
this
boat, Happy.
specific dice.
We're going
just
on a trip.
pierced.
On a favorite
Okay.
ship.
In the ship on the Astral Sea,
Fuck.
this claw has emerged. Tell me what everyone on the boat is doing.
I somehow think this is Hattie's fault.
Reyna is trying to steer out, like with violence almost, trying to pull it the other way.
I was just panicking. Oh god, oh fuck, what the? Oh my god.
Seymour's gonna go grab a captain's hat on the ship and wear it because it's a dream. So he's like, all right.
Someone hold your hands out so when I fall
There you
into
go.
this dimension, you can catch me.
Da-da-da.
I'm just holding on to the edge. Just thinking this may as well happen.
Don't worry, guys. It's fine. Because by the
sure?
time, yeah, because we're gonna get woken up by the party. We know we've got this handled. This happens all the time in stories. When the moment we think we're about to die,
You say we got poisoned, then what says that they got poisoned as well?
Who did we leave on watch again?
Oh,
Hattie and
Hera.
Oh
Hera.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh no, Hera,
About
Hera,
this time.
Hera was fine. Surely. Surely, Hera
this
was
time.
fine.
Who knows that they're not the ones poisoning us? We know nothing about these people.
No.
We had Magic Boy with us. Who's to say that he didn't poison us in our sleep?
Yeah, but surely they're watching us. Why would they walk off? That's
Who
very
knows?
unprofessional. They get paid
Time,
to look
Hattie.
after us.
Hattie fades into the ship.
Ah, shit.
Am I on my hands and knees patting the floor?
Yeah, you are.
I just
Oh,
look over
hey,
to Hattie,
guys.
pick them up, hold them to the side, and say, "So I'm glad that you fucking managed to save us, eh?"
What the fuck happened?
We're all gonna die.
The stoke ran off, and the captain and artisan, Mr. Artyface also left. So I went to, and then there was like a faceless version of me, like it was me.
Yeah,
but, like,
no,
without a
that
face.
doesn't matter right now. We're in a fucking
And
situation.
I
Look
touched
down
it,
there.
and then
Hey,
it got
Hattie.
eyes.
Hey,
About
Hattie,
this
look at
time.
this.
And about this time, the claw comes down, and unsurprisingly, it lands on the mast and breaks the ship in two. So, I want everyone to roll initiative.
What?
Hell.
Excuse
Kaya,
me.
Kaya and Seymour, you're on one half of the ship.
Why do I keep rolling 6 times?
Snipe and Reyna and Hattie are on the other half of the ship.
So have
We're
we
fighting a
gotten
fucking assholes. Sure.
Have we gotten a
know how
long
to fight
rest
this.
since last time, or is this still technically?
So
the
here's what's
same?
fun. You're in a dream. So you guys aren't going to get a long rest after this because this is a nightmare that's not going to be restful for
Oh,
you.
fun.
But
Because
because
I
you're in a
didn't lose any
dream,
health.
you can use as much as you want because you're in a dream. You're not using actual magic power.
Okay.
So I can use as much key as I want?
Well, yes, Hattie, you are in a dream now, so you can. You can go key crazy.
I've got nothing, but at least I don't lose my health.
True.
Sure about that?
Well, who's to say what happens if you die on the astral plane, right?
Your soul
In a
gets
dream.
fucking scattered in your
I
body
have no
gets-
soul.
a
I'm
dream,
fine.
right?
I'm gonna fucking go down with this.
Wait, Jack, I have to ask you a question. Have we got little, like, umbilical cord tails coming out of our back, and is that why the astral dreadnought's after us right now?
You might.
Shit! We could actually die! Oh,
I mean,
no!
Kaya not knowing anything is going to turn to Seymour and be like, wait, this is a dream, right? Why don't we just get ourselves killed and then we'll wake up?
No, this is not a dream.
All right.
Oh.
Wait,
So I gotta establish this now. So Hattie, what was your initiative?
14.
14. All right. Then Kaya, how'd you do?
19.
19. All right. Seymour,
Dirty 20.
dirty
Oh, I
20.
got dirty 20
all right.
as well.
Nice. You beat me on dexterity, I believe, so...
I'm ahead of you.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
Reyna,
17.
17. All right. Going there. The astral dreadnought.
Fucking hell.
15 minus 2 is a 15. We'll go right there. All right. Snipe.
Yes.
Whatever you
You're
want
up,
to do.
buddy.
I will-
What do you wanna
Right
do?
now, the only thing you're seeing is this
Dreadnought.
claw in the middle of the gravity well
Fuck.
that just broke the ship in.
Harpy's next to me, Reyna's next to me. I just turn and say, "What the fuck do I do?"
It's fine. We just kill ourselves and then we'll wake up again.
No.
What do
No.
we do then?
We have to fight this. If we kill ourselves, we'll probably really die.
Ah, fuck it. I get on my bow arrow and shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
That'll be
This-
fucking anything.
This is not good, everyone. We...
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I know,
Let's-
we
Just
just
waste.
powers.
Let's just waste time until something happens. Hopefully the others will come by. If
Yeah,
Hattie's
we
near,
should-
then they're near.
It
Yeah,
won't...
we should be woken up in a bit, I think. Hopefully, maybe.
Well, then let's try survive this then.
Okay.
Okay. I just fire an arrow at the claw. I highly doubt it's
Roll
gonna
to
do
hit.
anything. Okay.
We are so dead.
We're so
So dead. So
fucked.
unbelievably dead.
Fucking 40.
14? No, that doesn't hit an astral dreadnought.
Amazing.
Great.
I would be surprised if it did. And with a fail like that, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna head up towards the ship away from where its claw is.
Okay. All right. You're just gonna cling to the upper half of the ship.
Yeah.
All right. Seymour.
I don't fucking
Oh
know.
boy. We're in the astral sea, right?
Yeah, kind of. In a version of it, sure.
Okay, I'm about to say, can Seymour just float? I don't know if he can.
Actually,
just...
no.
Okay,
that doesn't-
okay, that's fine.
not
He
how
can't
the
fly.
astral sea works.
My yeah, you know what? I'm going to cry.
It's a free action.
That is
Kind
a
of a
free
free
action.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna he is actually gonna cast. Okay, so beforehand he's gonna use his bonus action to cast Hexblade's Curse on the Astral Dreadnought's Lobster Claw.
Ball. Yeah, yeah.
And then he's just gonna go. I'm gonna try something. Don't blame me if it doesn't work. And he's gonna cast Blink on himself, and he's gonna try and just blink out and go into the ethereal plane.
Funnily enough,
Disconnected.
Oh no, it doesn't work from astrals.
Blink only works because you're jumping into the border ethereal, and the border ethereal doesn't touch the astral plane.
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
It does not, and so Blink does not work here.
And I'm just gonna stand there and go, oh well. That's it.
Same issue as me. That's gonna put
That's
lots
it.
of
I'm-
across
Only
the way.
Hold
cards
on,
I
wait.
had in my hand.
When it
I'm not
happens,
the only
it's
one
gonna
who's
look very
fucked up.
cool. It's gonna look very
And
cool.
what happens?
Okay, don't
One
worry
day,
about it. But you'll see one
One day.
time. Yep, I'm done.
Seymour, you hear, well, next time.
If there is a next time.
Kaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna go. Does she have her pan flute? She's gonna grab
She does.
her pan flute, and she's gonna go. I guess I'm just gonna try this, and she's gonna play a little melody, and she's gonna take a little bit of fleece, and she's going to play it, but use the fleece to kind of like make the tune not come out properly, and then she's gonna cast Phantasmal Force.
It's not bad. It's not a bad
On the
idea.
Astral Dreadnought, so it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's what dreadnoughts aren't intelligent.
Fortunately, I believe that that's a charm effect that you're trying to do.
Is it? I think it's an illusion effect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. Okay, so wisdom save, you say?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence. Okay. All right, so it is actually not super intelligent, so it will fail that throw.
Okay. I'm gonna make it look like there's another Hattie just punching at it and really doing some damage, just on its claw, just like stabbing it.
Naomi, you know what's really funny? I was about to say to show Hattie. I was really going to say show another Hattie. That's
Why is
really...
Great minds think alike, and it'll take
Well, greater-
damage from it.
What greater pest
okay.
to a god than a hattie?
Oh, obviously it's also
Great
at
minds
third
think
level.
alike,
since
however,
we-
fools rarely differ.
Sure.
Wait, how much damage is it? It's 2d6? Is it 2d6? Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2d6. That's 6, 7, 8. That's 10 points of psychic damage, and it has a Hattie just punching it.
Okay. Cool.
Granny's children are now an astral
What
dreadnought.
about me?
You can't see it. It's fine.
Raina. What do you want to try and do? This
You
situation.
have gods. You have so many gods. Any of your gods, just bring one in.
Like a Pokemon.
It's
just
there.
like,
Grab a cup of water and chug all of it.
Eldeath,
Um,
I choose you.
I'm just
So much panic.
throwing a third level guiding bolt at his head.
Okay.
Or at his claw. Okay, that's natural 20.
Nice.
27
All right.
hits.
Yeah, 20 will hit its armor class. So, go ahead and roll your guiding bolt damage.
Hold up, I need
double
more
it,
dice.
Wait,
because
its
No,
AC
one-
is 20?
Its AC is 20, yes.
I rolled a natural 20.
That's fine.
Astral Dreadnoughts,
Like,
dudes.
so
Yeah.
fine.
So that's 12d6. Hold up.
Nice.
Jesus.
Is anyone else feeling very underpowered right now?
I'm panicking.
Yo.
I fucking missed.
Where are my d6s?
Sorry, guys. We got 10 minutes until everything's dispelled. It's fine.
It's 10 rounds.
Sure?
right? No, that's more. That's like
That's not 10
100
rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100
A round
rounds.
is 6 seconds, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
so
Hey,
100 rounds.
love that.
Uh,
100
yeah.
rounds.
If it makes you feel better, we're moving a little faster than that. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through 100 rounds of combat. with an
Time is
astral
different in the astral plane.
Sure. I don't know how to math anymore. It's 18. It's 19.
Just waiting for Captain Barbosa to be wedding someone at the top.
Dearly beloved,
Dearly beloved.
Where were
Hattie
you
and
in my
Hattie.
fucking dream?
Join Hattie and Hattie. But not the faceless Hattie, who's not involved in
I like
this.
the
The illusion.
I want Illusion Hattie to be like Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's just fucking massive.
Yeah, she's just
42
actually she's
points
just
of
a
damage.
couple inches taller than regular Hattie.
I wish we had a wizard so someone could, like, grow me.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Alright,
42
So-
points of damage and advantage on the next attack.
okay. So you
Monstrous.
hear this thing bellow from somewhere below this well. You hear this bellow as this thing hits it and sort of rocks the claw, and then the claw comes back and just tries to smash the part of the boat that you are on, Reyna.
Oh,
So
It's just
I
ignoring
need-
the Hattie on the claw. Okay.
I need you and Snipe and Hattie, who are all part of that boat, to make dexterity saves.
Oh.
Exactly not my strong point right now.
An
We're
Astral
all gonna die.
Dreadnought claw hit is like insane.
That's a mighty 6.
Yes.
I got 24.
Nice.
Okay,
15?
that's pretty good.
15.
15. All right, that's okay. That's okay. It's not great.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
The sincerity.
So here's what this is. Here's how this is gonna work. The one who saved, which is Snipe, you're gonna take half damage as it splinters the part of the boat that you're on. The other two will take full damage from this particular attack.
Does Snipe have evasion as well? Oh, sorry. Whatever it's called.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny
Uncanny
dodge.
dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Yeah, you can use uncanny dodge on this. So you will take.
Okay.
So it's 24 points of damage, which Hattie and Reyna will just take. And then
Is
you
it-
can take 12 and then uncanny dodge to get it down to 6.
What did you say, 24, yeah?
Yeah.
24. Yep.
Okay.
Good
I
thing I
just want to
said
use
that.
it.
I accidentally
Second
put
attack.
240.
If I did not save and I did not have my ring, I'd be fucking dead. I would be dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just keep your ass away from it, because if it chops if there's something behind us and it chops that, when we're dead, we are
We're
actually dead.
spiraling into it, okay, with the boat.
I'm fucked either way, my
Alright.
dude. It's a blender.
We're fine.
Its second attack is going to come down and try to splinter Kaya and Seymour's boat. So I'm going to need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, sure. Oh no.
It's
Awful.
cocked.
Nope, I did not save. 13.
Nope. Natural one.
Okay, so you will both take the 17 points of damage as the claw comes down on the boat. And then the boats will be split into smaller parts. So now Kaya and Seymour are both on a single part of the boat
Sick.
to themselves. Reyna is all by herself, and Hattie and Snipe are like clinging to each other on the
Hellish
same
rebuke.
boat.
Hellish rebuke. Let's fuck this fucking
Yeah,
dreadnought
go
up.
ahead.
Let's-
You can hellish rebuke.
Dex save.
Hell yes.
Okay, and we'll make a dexterity saving throw. That'll be a 22.
Fuck off. I don't think it does anything. Half damage. Half damage.
Yeah, there you go. It'll still take half damage.
Yay. Oh, 10. Okay. That's 6 total for you. So 12 half, 6. So it's like a like a match just touched it. Oh.
Nice. Hattie. It's up to you now.
Oh, sorry. How many points of damage was that? Sorry, DM.
Oh, sorry. That was 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Thinking Hattie.
Okay, firstly,
First of all.
okay, wholeness of body. I can do it 1 per time per long rest. Does that count? Can I only do it once, even on this plane, or is it literally just I have to rest before I can do it again?
Yeah, you can do it once, and then you'll still have it in the morning because this is in a dream. So you can only
Okay.
do it once, but you can
In
do it
this
here
dream,
and still
okay.
be okay to do it when you're
Okay,
awake.
so I'm just gonna quickly wholeness of whatever the heck.
Okay.
Sorry. You alright there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You alright?
Wholeness. Oh, whatever the heck. Whatever.
Wholeness. Yeah.
Wholeness.
Yeah, sure.
Hattie's going to stand up, extendo stick in hand,
Hmm.
and is just gonna shout out and just say, I don't really, do the gods and higher entities thing. However, we have multiple people here who are kind of a fan of that kind of thing and really like you. So maybe if you can do us a solid and do anything, please.
Who are you
No,
talking
okay.
to, Hattie?
And Hattie's going to.
You shout across the
Yeah.
well.
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? Do some hit the fucking thing.
And then where's the claw right now?
It's still in the middle. It's taking up a lot of space.
Okay,
So-
is it anywhere near me?
Well, here's the thing. If you are willing to have Snipe chuck you at it, you could attack it.
How far away is it?
It is far enough away that it is you throwing distance.
This is not something you want to
This is
ride.
not a
Hattie.
dragon.
No.
Throw your darts.
Of course, you know that if you miss, you fall into the gravity well. Whatever that entails.
You'll have to toss
Okay.
me.
I'm gonna.
Toss me.
Everything that I've taken in, just like the weird, like taily things that we have,
Hmm.
this massive fuck off claw, the gravity pit, the glass lake. What do I know about this place? Has Hattie read anything?
This is what you know. Like,
Okay.
This is the first-hand experience of, okay, sure.
And the gravity pit looks scary?
It does look scary. You don't know, like, you may have, like, read about astral plane in passing, but, like, whatever the fuck's going on here isn't something that, like, there's no survival guide to the astral sea.
Okay, that's
Channel
all I
Q.
was looking for. I was just wondering if I had one just filed away in the back of my mind.
Sadly, no.
Okay. Snipe, you need to
Yeah?
pick me up and throw me.
What? Look, fucking excuse me.
Look, you are here. This is my fault. I think I can fix this.
6 seconds.
Throw me.
Go.
Fine, I throw at
All right. Addie, I want two things to happen. I want you to roll with advantage to hit. For starters, as you are thrown at the claw.
Amazing.
I mean, if you're
I think
gonna
he's
go
gonna
down.
die.
No! Throw
If
with
it's
advantage.
a 1, remember you have luck and you can re-roll it.
I rolled
What's
2
advantage?
threes.
No.
Reroll.
Oh,
Use luck.
No,
You
no,
get
Oh,
only
and
works on
only
a
if it's a
natural
1 I
one.
can re-roll.
Only works on a natural
So
one.
3 plus 8.
You did it. You did it, Rocky.
So,
Fuck, I'll just
What's
go
going
re-roll
on?
a character. It's fine. I'll just...
so here's what happens, Hattie. You, you overshoot the claw. However, you do have a second attack. And because you overshot, it means that you're flying toward where Kaya and Seymour's bits of the ship are. So, if they can come up with a plausible way to redirect you back to the claw, I will let you take your second attack.
We can't just like catch her as she's hurtling towards us, can we?
I mean, part of the sail was broken off onto your halves of the ship.
No, you're not playing piggy in the middle.
You put yourself into this situation.
Goddamn claw in a gravity pit.
Seymour
Oh,
grabs
this
a
is hilarious.
Seymour grabs a sail, goes, Kaya, grab onto the end, and he's gonna pull it so it's taut.
All right. Hattie will
Lean over
land
flying
into
back.
it.
Yeah.
We'll like sink down into it, and then just redirect back. Hattie, I want you to make your second attack again with advantage.
You better not fucking throw it.
Natural 20. It's going to be a natural 20.
Come on.
Natural 20. Ladies and
It's gonna
gentlemen,
be
that's
two
my-
twos.
Manifest that.
Into
Manifest
existence.
it.
Fuck this up.
Into existence.
You're not going to believe this.
It's not that one, is it?
It's in that
I
20.
rolled a natural 20 and a 2.
Okay. So, here's what I want you to do.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Give us
We'll
the
believe you. We'll
So
believe you.
Hattie, here's what's gonna happen. You're going to make your attack. You're going to roll the 2 dice for your quarterstaff. Okay.
Yep.
Then, Snipe, what is your sneak attack right now?
My sneak?
Yes.
Damage is 3d6s.
All right. I want you to roll 66s for me, Snipe. And then, I want to know what Kaya's strength is and what Seymour's strength is.
Strength.
Yeah.
What is
Negative
happening
one.
right now?
Don't
Negative
bother.
1 and
Don't,
0.
don't bother.
All
Yeah,
right.
66s.
What is your
Okay.
dexterity? Because this is technically a ranged attack
Oh.
that you're participating in.
Plus
Oh
3.
yeah, he's a ranged attack.
2 and 3. All right. So, Hattie, what'd you get?
15.
15 plus 5, so that's 20. Snipe, tell us about the sneak attack that you just did.
66s?
No, wait, I rolled 15 with 2 dice and that was the whole damage.
Right.
I gotta
So
do my
now I'm
math.
adding their dexterity
Oh, okay,
to it
I was
because
like,
they
okay.
helped you with the attack.
Okay. I just
And then
wanted to make
Snipe
sure we got the
threw
maths
you
right.
originally. Yeah, exactly. It's a combo strike. Yeah.
Oh, that is a nice, neat 25.
25. So, Hattie, you land a strike with 45 points of damage on this thing. And you crack the shell of the claw.
We're eating lobster tonight, boys. Meat's back on the menu,
Holy
boys.
shit.
What the?
Oh, I'm never hearing the end of it. This is going to be the one thing Hattie talks about.
Instead of dagger, 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 it's hattie, hattie,
Right.
hattie. Just poof, poof.
Hattie, Hattie, Hattie.
Now, Hera. Hera.
Hello, Hailer. How are you?
I want you to make a perception check as you go into the hut looking for Kaya.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't fuck this up. Hera just joins us.
She's wearing Artis' option, so she'll be
14.
14. Okay. You can find Kaya. Now it's just a matter of dragging her out.
Got one more round. Let's go.
So, back in the astral plane,
Yes.
Snipe.
Huh?
It is now your turn. Hattie is, well, she's on top of the claw because all of her momentum went into that strike she just did. So, she's chilling. What are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck to do. So is the like whatever's underneath the shell exposed now?
Yes, there is a crack in the shell and you can see some meaty bits underneath that look a little softer.
Okay. I'm going to attempt something. Can I use a bonus action to just quickly tie a rope to an arrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and then for an action, I'm going to fire an arrow vaguely in the direction to where Hattie is, aiming into the crab, so that
Why
even
would you
if
do
it
that?
doesn't have
Why
that
would
much
you do
damage, Hattie will at least see the rope and grab onto it, so that I can follow that to safety.
Okay. All right.
If that will work.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit. See if you can hit.
Is the dreadnought like clawed down? Like
It's still mostly up. Like it's been swinging from side to side to hit you guys, but it's mostly just like sort of bopping around the middle of the well. Like
so
reaching.
melee couldn't happen for Seymour.
Probably not. He would probably have to do some sort of ranged thing.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
I mean, we can play Dreadnought in the middle again.
22.
That was pretty high.
How much was that? 22?
Yes. 22.
All right, that will hit. So roll some damage.
Okay. So, right. I'm on the wrong button. There we go. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. All right.
Yeah, but with the hopes that at least Hattie will see the rope attached to the arrow as I aim it at her feet.
Okay. Seymour.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna whisper a few words to myself, and as this happens, there's gonna be some like ice crystals that's come around his hand, and he's gonna use bonus action Spirit Shroud, which is a new little spell I got, and he's gonna do cold damage. I mean, he's just gonna use Eldritch Blast just against the dreadnought claw, if that's okay. So yeah, that is a natural 18 plus I think it's 7.
Okay.
So yeah, plus 7,
Okay.
so 25. And he's going to do it twice. So I'll roll a CFI attack again.
Yeah.
Natural 19. That on the hex-based curse is a critical as well.
Nice. Okay.
So fucking hell, I haven't hit a critical for ages. So
So, in addition to that, I want you to add 1 extra dice to each of those, and you hear a voice whisper.
no, go. It's okay. Go.
Yeah, it's the D10, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So add an extra D10 to each of those hits, and you hear a voice whisper to you, "I need to protect my investments."
9, 6.
Wait, you telling me that Hattie screaming into the void might have done something?
21.
Anyone!
21.
Well, it's the voice of Tenebris, and these
31.
particular Eldritch Blasts have a shadowy cast to them.
Okay, I'm actually doing a fuck ton of damage right now. Hang on.
You prayed and summoned a devil.
I know.
Isn't that just
seems
the
about
way?
right. By the way, I had another Hattie yeet, dude.
That is great.
5.
Can you take a picture of that and send that into the group?
Yeah, well,
That's iconic.
44 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Crit, and it's 1d8 on every attack extra. So,
Nice.
and I got the crit, and then the extra one, 44. I actually did some damage. Holy shit!
Good job.
Nice. And again, it makes this keening noise as the claw reels from this. Kaya, what is it that you would like to do?
Let's see. How does it actually look damaged, or does it look like it's fine?
It looks like it's been pockmarked.
Okay.
But there are marks that are already on the shell.
Okay,
Just-
and can I see how it's seeing us? Like, is there an eye visible, or is it just the claw?
Is just the claw. So you think that
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
more that it is taking multiple swings, but it's just so massive that it's hard to not hit you.
Okay, then I'll just go for some scorching rays.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, gonna be real, even at disadvantage. Still really good.
All right, so first attack, I'll do it at a 3rd level, and first attack is a 15, so I don't think that hits.
Mm-mm.
Second attack is a 24,
Okay, that'll hit.
and the third attack is a 25. And then
25.
I think there's one more attack because it says level 5. Yes. A level something is a 19, which I don't think hits.
DM, I
Yeah,
need to
that
add.
will not hit.
I need to add 9 points of damage as well, because the Hexblade's Curse gives me 3 points of bonus damage. That's 51 total.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Right, and how
so
much
that
damage did you
is,
do? Okay.
It's 17 points of fire damage.
Right.
And then she's gonna take her pan flute, just toot a little melody, and give some inspiration to Hattie. Just go, I hope you know what you're doing over there.
Good. Reina, what are you doing?
I will look at it and I will just try to look at Hattie sitting there, and I will point my finger and I will scream halt in Celestial, and I will cast command.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save, yeah?
Yes.
I think that's a charm
That's a
effect.
charm.
Yeah, is it
If I'm
sure?
not wrong.
Yeah, it's a charm effect.
Yes, it is a charm effect.
Right, yeah.
And it is immune to those. So it will not
Okay.
halt.
Okay.
It just goes, no.
Not happening. Not today. Yeah, other than that, I'm useless.
All right.
Throw something at it.
I don't have anything.
Just hit it again.
Try it.
Guiding bolt.
Yeah, but I already used the spell, so...
Call your,
But
call
we
your
have infinite
girlfriend
spell
quick.
slots.
Yes, infinite
Yeah,
spell
but like,
slots.
2 spells...
Burn him while you got him, dude.
Come on, this might be our
if
last
I
ever
can...
chance. at
okay, sure. I will throw another guiding bolt at it if it's
Oh.
possible.
I forgot to roll for the Phantasmal Force, which will do another 7
Yes.
points of psychic damage.
All right, cool.
Uh,
Dun, dun, dun.
We're up against a
That's
dreadnought, but boy,
and
those 7
plus
points.
7. So that's
So that second Hattie is trying their best.
26.
You know what? She's. I mean, yeah.
Nope.
It helps that you guys have rolled 20s. That's helped you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
22 points of damage.
22. Okay.
And advantage on the next attack.
And it is the Dreadnought's turn. And the Dreadnought is going to do 2 things. First, it is going to try to claw at the thing climbing on it.
Which
Hattie.
of the things climbing on it? Because there's 2 Hatties currently climbing on it.
Well, there's a rope attached to it, and then there's Hattie that's actually on it. So, first it's going to attack Hattie.
Yeah, but there's the Phantasmal Force too.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we'll make it a disadvantage then, because it doesn't know where Hattie actually is. It thinks Hattie's in 2 places.
Hattie doesn't know where she is anyway, bless her.
Okay,
Aw.
you know what?
This is sad. This is just sad.
So, with disadvantage, that is still a, let's see, plus 16, 23 to hit you, Hattie.
What's your AC, Hattie?
18.
Cutting words.
Okay, go ahead and tell me how much you're taking off with cutting words.
7? I don't even know if that's enough. Is that enough? 7?
7. 23 minus 7 will take us down to 16, which I think is enough.
Yeah, that's enough, yeah.
Doesn't
Alright,
Astral Dreadnought understand language?
The horror on your face, Becca, and then just thinking, is that enough to save you? Oh yeah, that's fine.
I'll just play a really
I just
off
looked down and did the
tune.
maths. I was like, oh.
I'll just play a really off tune, like screeching tune on my viola to distract it.
There you go. Okay, so the attack misses, but the second thing it's going to do is it's going to start retracting its claw down into the gravity well, because it doesn't like that it's getting hit.
There's a Hattie on the claw.
There's a
There's a
rope in
Hattie on the
front
claw.
of you, grab it!
More
I am next in
importantly-
the action, I'll pull you in!
More importantly, there's also a rope attached to the claw, and the other side of that rope is attached to a boat. So,
I didn't attach it to the boat.
oh, I'm sorry, is it attached to you?
I just had it loose, just hoping that, like, Hattie would just
Oh, it
grab
whips-
the
it
end of
whips
it,
around your
and
leg.
I'd grab the other end of it.
Oh, let it whip around your leg.
I am not fucking Moby Dicking this bitch.
Yes.
I'm
All right,
just
well,
going to roll a new character
the rope
now,
is
it's
slipping
fine.
from the boat snipe.
just like slipping away.
Give it
But
a
Hattie, it is now your turn. The claw's descending.
Okay. I'm gonna grab onto the rope.
Okay.
Detach it from the claw.
Yeah. What I mean by grabbing it, I mean like taking it off, and I guess I'll wrap it around my waist and like tie it like I did in the forest.
There's nothing on the other end. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna
nothing
try
on the
grab
other
it.
end,
I'm gonna try
so-
grab it. When it gets
Okay.
to my turn, I'm gonna try grab it.
Look, there's nothing else I can do. Well, actually,
Right.
there is. I'm gonna get my quarterstaff.
Pogo
And I'm
stick it.
gonna wedge it into the crack and like push down.
Mm-hmm.
Jet yourself off it.
Okay. In that case, are you
Or
trying
like
to
just stab it repeatedly.
Okay, yeah, sure. It helps
Yes,
hard
I'll
enough
stab
stab
it
at these, sure.
repeatedly.
In that case, just roll to hit it.
First attack
Patty
at
is
advantage.
Moby decking this.
Wait, I got what was the thing? So I have inspiration, which is
And
the-
advantage
Yeah.
from Raina.
And
yeah.
advantage.
good because I just rolled a 7, so I just rolled a 2. What was the
Great.
inspiration?
Plus a D8.
You roll a 2? Don't roll, dude.
Oh,
That's 11. Don't
7.
worry about it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Oh wait, I have other attacks, right? How many
You do.
attacks can I do with
You do
having
one
tied
more.
it?
Matt said,
One more?
did you
Okay.
tie your waist? Did you tie
Yeah.
the rope? I don't know
Yeah.
if does that count as an action or bonus
But
action?
you have,
But I
you
get
have
2
plus
attacks
8
on
to
one.
your attack, right? So isn't it if you rolled a 7 plus 8, that's more than 11,
But
and then
it's a
plus your D8.
D8, right? Or is
Yeah,
it just
but the
8?
D8 is on top of your attack.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
fire.
11 plus 8,
19.
19.
Ah, shit. Okay.
No. Yeah, so
I just rolled another
since
2.
it's not a magic item, it doesn't actually count as the use an object action. So she could actually tie the rope as a just as a free action. And
Don't
so
worry
attack.
about the other attack. I rolled a 2,
Okay.
so I'ma just accept my fate, I think.
Hail
I'm gonna
Ra.
jump.
I'm here
Hello.
now. It's my fault.
Hello. You are not experiencing this hellish situation that everybody else is. You're just
Yes,
chilling
I
in the
know.
bed. Yeah. So what I need from you, Hera, is very simple. I just need you to make an athletics check to pick up Kaya and carry her out of the dome.
Okay. Oh wait, did you say athletics?
Yes.
Okay. 23.
23. Excellent. You are able to fireman carry Kaya out of the dome. And as soon as she's out, the dome is gone. And the smoke begins to dissipate. And Ardius, for his part... Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, once I take Kyra out, can I have a look around to see what caused the smoke?
Yeah, so as the smoke starts clearing, you see that the campfire that was left in the middle is burning black.
Ah.
And it's still producing smoke, but now it's like drifting off into other parts of the cave.
Uh-oh.
And then the first thing that Ardius would like to do is he is going to... Well, he's going to tell you... He's going to tell you to hit them and wake them up. And then he's going to apologize to the sleeping Kaya and then smack her across the face.
Ah.
Does it
Okay,
wake
in
me
that
up?
case,
Mhm.
I'm going to smack
Ow!
all of them across the face.
Smack Hattie first. Smack Hattie
you
first.
can
Smack
smack
Hattie first.
one of them
I'll
across
smack-
the face. Who are
Okay,
you
I'll
going to-
smack Hattie across the face
Thank you.
for being stupid.
In that case,
Wait, hang on. You walked after a weasel too. Don't we call
No,
out
but Hattie
people being
walked into
stupid?
a
Yeah.
fucking burning.
Yeah.
Help us.
Bolton.
Right,
Hatties'
it's bad.
intentions are
It's
good.
bad.
I
Hatties'
wanted she's
intentions are
face first
fine.
in the ground as well, because just went.
Yeah, I'm just going to smack Hattie across the face.
all right. Snipe,
Thank you.
Yes.
Hattie and Kai have disappeared. What would you like to do?
I look at Rainer, just think, is that what happens when you fall into a gravity field?
I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. I think we need to wake up, but I don't know how.
Oh god. I'm just gonna try and find more stable ground and just kind of lead Raina towards it as well, so we at least stay on more stable ground away from the gravity field.
Okay. Well, you're on two separate pieces of boat, like floating away from each other, but you can try to maintain whatever. Of course, there's still that piece of rope that's just like fallen into the middle. So did you grab it, or are you just letting it go now?
I kind of let it loose with the hopes that Hattie would be attached to it and I'd grab it, but now there's a Hattie-less hole at the end of the rope, and it's just floating in space. I'm just gonna let it float for a bit.
So you're not taking any particular action this turn?
Oh, really?
Okay. Seymour, what is it that you would like to do?
So Hattie disappeared, right?
And Kaya, they're both gone.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just gonna.
Well,
he's
his
gonna,
death.
He's just gonna stand there and wait.
I think the thing's still there, technically.
Oh, yeah.
He's just retracting to get his second claw out.
But he's gonna do this and go, all right, and he's gonna Eldritch Blast two more times because why not?
Half-hearted Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I was about to wake up now. This is fun. That
Gravity pulls it down.
I totally missed on the first one. 25 on the second.
Okay, that'll hit.
I will roll my D10. Where is it? Hang on. Okay, that was the 3. I needed the 8 as well. 15 points of damage on the second Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
All right. Excellent.
Ice, baby.
Damage to it. And then you just wait for presumably someone to wake you
Yeah,
up.
just like any moment now. Any moment. Getting nervous,
Raina?
slightly nervous.
Raina will slightly walk back with Snipe, and she'll try to put in a little more damage. And she will throw Fireball in the middle of the hole, just to see on the claw, just to like hope to burn something.
Just gets sucked into it. It just dissipates,
now, I guess.
just like, into the black
Yeah,
hole.
it's just gone.
It's just like, okay.
Well, that's gone somewhere, I guess.
Hopefully not near us.
So that's a dexterity saving throw on his side.
right.
He's stuck in the gravity field. He can't dodge it.
15.
Hopefully.
That's exactly what he needed.
Okay.
Oh no.
So about half of the energy of your fireball gets sucked down into this gravity well in the middle, but it still does some damage on the way.
Okay. How do I pronounce this? 3 and a 6.
36.
36?
36. Thank you.
It's fine. This is the most stressed I've been in a game of D&D.
This has been a roller
for a long
coaster of
time.
emotions.
All right.
Yeah.
So the last thing that will happen is that Raina, Snipe, and Seymour, you will see the claw stop. And then you will see it reverse course. And you see a single eye and a bunch of fangs and loose hanging gums as this titan of the astral plane emerges from the gravity.
Any moment now, any moment now, any moment.
All of
You
the
can't
shit
frame me, I'm
that
a
he's
coward,
been
I'm
through.
always scared.
Any moment now.
Kaya, Hattie, and Hailra, you are all awake.
I'm
Yes.
gonna
What would you like to
run
do?
I'm gonna run to Snipe.
I'm running to
and
Seymour.
Make them awake.
I'm
I'm gonna just punching. I'm
gonna
just
wake up
produce
Raina.
flame punch.
Elra, smack her in the face.
All right.
You got 2
I will
attacks.
smack
Whack, whack.
Raina.
All right. So you all smack them, and the last thing that the three of you see is a mouth coming down at you. And then
Any moment. Up.
Hi, Snipe.
I'm still stuck in the bush as well, so as far as I'm concerned, I've been eaten. Sorry. I just fall out the bush.
Seemus gonna
Okay.
look around and go, okay, next time I'm gonna take watch.
Okay, is everyone alive? Everyone alive.
I don't know anymore. I'm not sure of anything.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
I think
So.
I am.
So, funny story. And that's where
We're
we end
all
the session.
actually dead.
Very fun. Oh man,
That was fantastic, Jake.
Fucking
That was one of the
hell,
best
yeah.
sessions we've had.
Incredible.
That was
Stupidly
amazing.
fun.
Best session by far so far.
Jesus.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
got to be in like the top 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
DM,
hell.
is there anything you want to say, buddy? Because we've gone over. We've got to finish as soon as possible now.
I'm like
So-
on the edge of my
Yes.
seat for 2
Uh,
hours.
Thank
Okay.
you
I didn't even
to
realize
everyone who joined us. Thank you for everyone who stuck around since we ran over. I hope that you all come back next week as we continue on the road to Elture. And until then, adventure on, everybody.
Adventure on, baby. See you later.
Bye.